Hi, good evening, everyone. Namaste, Sushma. Good evening. Hi, Asima. Hello. So lovely to see you again. Hola. Good evening. Happy evening. Lovely. Hi, Sashi. Hi, Purvi. Hi, Auntie Manish. Hello, Neha. So today in the WhatsApp group, a lot of you have sent so many beautiful questions, and some of them I was uh, tempted to answer on live so that you can get more understanding about it. It was wonderful to go through your questions. I answered at my best capacity. Not necessarily I'm always correct. This is what, to my best capacity, I understand. I gave you the replies. However, if there is something that we don't understand, we can explore that together and find out and figure out what could be the best solution or answer to the problems that you are going through. Okay. How are you all today? A lot of you mentioned you had body aches and pains. Some of you had mentioned couldn't sleep properly. Some of you had mentioned that uh, you had a great sleep. Otherwise, you have usually disturbed sleep. In fact, in my team, out of whatever 14, 15 people we are, including myself, only 3 people had very sound sleep or, uh, uh, no issues at all. Few of them had fever, few of them really got, tired. They were not well till today afternoon. Yeah, Tanishka, overwhelmed all whole day. Lovely, Poonam. Lovely, Poonam. Poonam, did you do the ritual which was told to you? The salt water bath and yeah, soaking the feet in salt water and also, burning the paper and all? Uh, mm. When we watch. Purvi is asking, could you kindly advise when we watch the recording, we get the same healing as live session? Not the same, honestly. The conscious process that you learn over there, you can still do it at your own discretion because sometimes it can bring up very tough emotions. So be careful. But if you, the healings that I send, it's best if you take it in the live format because then I'm connected with your energy at that point of time. Okay. All right. Mohanta Devi. You dozed off during the class yesterday. No, that is not a problem. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But had a headache by afternoon. Hmm. Okay. Yes. Poonam is saying I burnt the paper. Okay. So how many of you burned the paper over here? The paper that you had written yesterday. Well, how many of you burnt it? Hmm. How many of you did not burn it? Type zero. If you didn't burn it, it's okay. Type zero. So we can understand how to help you further. Okay. Hmm. All right. Okay. And how many of you had dip your feet into salt water? Write S if you did. S, S, S. Okay. If you didn't do it, then type zero. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So, those all who had actually not been able to do the rituals, they may feel a little bit of. See, these rituals are very simple. So, what happens is we feel इतनी तो बात है, इसमें क्या हो जाएगा नहीं किया तो. But the problem is that what we did work on the energy was very heavy, and what ritual you had to follow, a little bit small ritual that you had to follow 5 minutes ka, that was something very uh, very minor. So we what happens to us, we start feeling that it's not so important or necessary. Okay. All right. So it's very important. All right. To do the needful. कोई बात नहीं, हो गया सो हो गया. Who over here, uh, Bhuvaneshwari, I'm too emotional after yesterday. I'm crying for all small things. Can I have Bhuvaneshwari? Thank you, Sashi. That's lovely to know. Burnt well. ठीक है, lovely. Yes, tell me, Bhuvanesh, what happened to you? You are mute, dear.
After yesterday's session, I felt very good. To be very frank, I was not really into my mind when I joined this session. I was like, okay, let me try because it was keep coming to my Insta profile for more than 3 months. See, I trust universe, and I there was some place in my life where I needed to do something. So this word kept on coming from different people saying you have to heal your karma, you have to heal your karma, and your workshop messages were keep coming to me for last 3 months. So on one fine day, okay, let me try. Let me try. Something is keep telling me, let me try. I am a very strong believer of universe. So I said, let me try. Now I'm being very strong woman. I have not cried for more than a year. I don't cry for anything. I say, oh, it's okay. Whatever is happening, it's happening for good things. Everything happens for good. And I have attended a lot of other sessions also, like I have done with meditation sessions and things. They used to tell me when you close and think you will have your pains, but I never felt anything except yesterday. I had pain yesterday and I felt, what is this happening? There is something happening to me. And after the session, I started crying for everybody. Even when I was on the session, I was able to cry for people when you were healing them. And I don't know why I'm getting so emotional after the session. Whatever it is, I'm keep crying. And even a small matter is hitting me too hard today, which I take it very easily. It's okay. Life happens because I am a single mother. I have been in a very harassed life partner, which was a love marriage for me. And I have been traveling for last 10 years on my own. Like,
So tell me
but
something, Bhuvaneshwari, if you can answer this for me. Were you tired of being strong?
yes, I'm very tired of being strong. And I see, I had a lot of these thoughts where I should end up my life, but I have a son who I have to take care. So I have become myself strong, saying, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it.
So,
I have
so what happened for you yesterday where you started feeling, which you numbed everything? Numbing everything was a trauma response. What yesterday happened is that we could enter into your energy zone to move few things, which if you kept holding, do you know how it would have affected your health?
I have put up so much of weight, which is not mine. I have gained so much of weight.
So you're able to
And
cry and feeling the feelings may seem different than what you were always like a strong lady that you used to show. But a little girl in you was feeling hurt all the time probably. And what happened yesterday is that that little girl got a little bit of, space to be herself. Do you feel that it is a good thing or not?
I feel it's good thing, but I'm scared what is happening because see, even today when you answered everybody's message in WhatsApp, I never thought you will answer mine. Because always success is like for me an app near to my mouth. It's very close to my mouth, but I can't taste it. It's very close to me. But when I teach to somebody, I'm a trainer. When I teach to somebody, their success is so good and high where I'm sitting here and I'm able to see that.
So
Whatever what
there are kings and there are king makers. So some people are Modi and some people are Amit Shah. Hmm? Okay, so you are Amit Shah. Okay, but Bhuvneshwari, congratulations that what you are hold tight within you has unleashed and let it flow. I'm telling you, it is going to harm you if you hold it back. How many of you understand this? That if you hold back what you are feeling for a very long time, it will turn into some kind of tumor, some kind of illness. How many of you understand this? You also understand that, right, Bhuvneshwari?
I
Yeah.
understood yesterday after what
Yes.
you did, and I
So it
love you
is.
so much. I just want to tell this. I love you so much because today, even when you responded to my message, I asked universe, can I talk to her one to one? Is it possible? Okay,
I
let
heard
me leave
that.
it to you.
I heard
Yes,
that.
I really told this. That's why I'm keep it's coming. I told to universe, if I deserve, let me have this call one to one. You decide whether I'm a deserving person or not. You should tell me today whether I'm a deserving person or not. And I now believe I am a deserving person in no matter what. I am a deserving girl. I am a deserving person. And then thank you
Too.
so much. I
I love
never
you
thought I could
too.
connect with you. I love
I
you.
love you
I love
too.
you. I love
I love
you.
you too. And you are worth so much more than just this talk that we are having. So never doubt that. Okay. Let's see what we can heal. Today we are going to work on so much deeper guilt. If yesterday was, if something touched you 10%, today you will be blown away for what is going to happen with you. So stay till the end, everyone. प्रॉमिस योरसेल्फ दैट आज भूख लगे, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, चाहे घर में आग नहीं लगे ना, तब तक हम यहीं बैठेंगे और ये खत्म करेंगे। चाहे हम बोर हो रहे, कोई और बातें कर रहा है, लंबा चल रहा है सेशन, इट्स योर लाइफ एनर्जी यू आर वर्किंग ऑन।
No, I
गिव
did not
योरसेल्फ
even
दैट
go for
चांस।
tea yesterday. I was like, let me finish this. I kept on the last minute when you said you can leave now. Until that, I was here. I said I will commit this and I will do it, which I was not at all certain. I was not at all certain.
Lovely, wonderful, lovely, wonderful. Don't worry, okay? All right. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
that you are here. I'm glad that you are here. Okay, great, wonderful, awesome. Anjali, you want to share something? Yeah, we'll have few sharings, then we'll go with the session. Then I have something very amazing for you all today. Very, very amazing. Okay, Anjali.
I had this very senior role discussion, as in a very, the senior roles, they usually don't have an interview type, they have discussions and certain things, right? So I had that kind of discussion, and I thought, because it's a month now, those people hadn't come back to me, and all of a sudden I get a call in the morning saying, "Oh, we want to talk to you further."
Close
So,
it.
sorry, are you able to hear me now?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you saying speak louder?
Yes.
Okay. What I was saying is, there an organization that I had earlier spoken to another very senior person in the organization. It is for a very senior role, for a director role, actually. I'd
Oh,
spoken to several people, but then nothing had turned up, as in I did not get a reward back from them. Usually this happens to me, I apply for senior roles, and I have been working in senior roles rather. And most of the times I work for several years and I end up losing the job. And my monetary situation again comes back to zero because senior roles are very few in the market usually, right? So you have to literally, with reference, sometimes you have to go. But in this
correct.
organization, I thought I lost it again. And suddenly today I got a call from the HR of that company and they say they want to talk to you further. So I was like, I said, oh, maybe this was some sort of connection. There is something that, I released, something that I'm really holding back. And suddenly I'm seeing some hope since yesterday, things are going to change for me.
It will,
So,
it will, it
yeah.
will, I promise. Okay. And thank you so much for sharing this. So, a lot of you may be feeling that, oh, I didn't feel well. Some of you will be feeling that, something really opened up for me. Over here, somebody else is also sharing some miracle happen. I would really like to hear from her. I lost that in the chat. Somebody is having birthday. Tushar, happy birthday. So, happy birthday to Tushar. But yeah, it will be different for everyone. Different for everyone. So, for those who had some problems after yesterday's session, ट्रस्ट मी दिस वाज नॉट द फर्स्ट टाइम। जब आप छोटे बच्चे थे ना, तब भी कुछ हुआ था आपके साथ। तब भी आपको पेट में दर्द हुआ था, आप पूरी रात नहीं सोए थे, आपको कुछ तो हो गया था। मम्मी पापा ने बताया होगा ना, एक दिन तो पूरी रात तुम जागी थी या तुम जागे थे, अरे हमको तो परेशान हो गए, क्या क्या था। दैट डे हीलिंग का ह नहीं पता था आपको, एच नहीं पता था आपको। फिर भी ये होता है ना, लाइफ है। Okay, the only thing is we are working on certain things that is coming up for you on the energy levels, and it is removing. And when something dirty, anything, if you remove from the house, you see some kind of vacuum. Not everybody can handle that, and many people over here did not follow the process. They can feel little more heavier. Those who followed the process and still are feeling heavier, there must be something that I have understood up until now, which I look at as very heavy dark energies surrounding you. Okay, and that
Neha
can.
ji, sorry, can I take another minute of you just? I have been in this meditation and everything. I know about karma healing, but I didn't know how many types of karmas are there, etc. But then I just want there was a question about from someone yesterday that about liberation. Can you heal? Because when I am meditating, I cannot. My thoughts are always flowing, and I cannot concentrate 100%. So, is there something that this is also where we are stuck in some kind of karma, and that is why we are not able to?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. See, the four layers, of course, the अंतराय कर्मा, दर्शनावर्णीय कर्मा, ज्ञानावर्णीय कर्मा। अंतराय कर्मा हटा पर दर्शनावर्णीय और ज्ञानावर्णीय नहीं हटा, तो वहां पे आप अटक जाओगे ना वापस।
Okay.
So that happens. That is
Kyunki,
okay.
Neha ji, I think 2 years ago when I used to do a lot of meditation, my intuition had become strong. I used to see a lot of dreams and that used to turn true. That used to really happen. But suddenly I was admitted for some issue and then after that I started attracting negativity in my life. So
ये
Yeah.
हॉस्पिटल्स वगैरह से बहुत नेगेटिविटी आ सकती है भाई दी हाँ बहुत अनरिजॉल्व्ड सोल्स होते हैं वहां पे ओके
okay. So वो कर्मा नहीं है ना, वो क्या, वो भी कर्मा ही है.
वो भी कर्मा है see
Gotcha.
without your karma nothing can come and touch you so we are not going to take questions as of now but we will come to it okay Anjali
Sure.
so do keep in mind Vanita says, Vanita, you had some miracle that you wanted to share. And Priyanka, can I have Priyanka Sancheti? Priyanka says that her 10 years of headache went away. Also, Meher, who says, what if nothing happened to me?
Okay.
Nothing. Yes, Vanita, tell me,
Yeah.
what happened?
Good evening to everyone. First, I had sent a message to the admin. I would like to share that before the miracle. That is, I've attended many workshops and many topics with various, I mean, now we are online generation itself. But I have to openly admire Neha ji that she or her team, which means her values are passed on to her team members. That is how we see the guru. And they took time to acknowledge every single message, which means all of our thoughts and feelings are important. It's not that they're just conducting and okay, I've done homework के बारे में भी पूछने का जरूरत नहीं था, but you know that she really wants us to benefit. And only thing is your intention is very important. Keep it open. Okay. Now my miracle. I'm a stress researcher of 20 years and I've been teaching meditation and mindfulness for 20 years. So through the research, how psychosomatic illnesses happen, and my core area of research is in autoimmune disorders and gut microbiome. Okay. And
Wow.
I'm a commerce graduate, I'm a corporate trainer, project consultant, nothing to do with medicine at all, you know. But I've been toiling with this idea, like I really need to go, because I'm setting up a global health research center in Hyderabad for alternative and integrating with the Western medicine. Okay, that's a model. And I'm sure when it comes up, you're going to have your space there. I've decided. And what happened is I've been wanting to do my PhD because, you know, I have to walk the talk. That was my this thing. But it was not coming. It was not coming. And when I chhod diya tha, and, you know, I tried and they said 5 years. Another 5 years, like I'll be old. I mean, aake bhi kya fayda? Who's going to recognize if I get it 5 years later? So I know what I know. Then what happened yesterday, after your session, I just opened and my mail and they said, we would like to take you for the PhD. And instead of 5 years, since we spoke to you and your depth of knowledge is so good, you can finish it in 1 year, submitting your thesis. I mean, that's something extraordinary.
It's just some blocks moved. It's just some blocks moved. And I would not say that it's me, it's all of us. Or everybody's energies affect each other, okay?
Yes,
And your
only thing is, I want to tell everybody here is be open to it. It's not that you are not there. In fact, I never fill the form for the hot seat because I can see other people are having more severe problems than any of us. So, you know, like I went there and I left the form. So, you know, but when she's doing for someone else, keep your heart center really open and you really don't know what miracles are coming your way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you for sharing
All of you,
this.
like all of you, blessings.
Blessings to
Thank
all. Yes, absolutely.
Thank
Such
you.
a beautiful, wonderful thing to share. And yes, some of you will get this result. Matlab, people come to me after 1 month, 2 months and say, you know, that day I attended your workshop and something got triggered and I worked on it. And right now, you know, I got this job or I got pregnant or I got married or I got the girl I wanted to marry or, you know, my in-laws and everybody who were throwing us out of our property, they just accepted us and now everything is sorted. I'm not saying everything. This workshop only starts. It never ends. It never ever ends. Okay. So yeah, please just hang in there. I'm always there. It doesn't matter if you have taken one-on-one or not. It doesn't matter if you, whatever the whole thing is about, you know, like a commercial part of it is there. But even if you ask me a question, you send a question on DT or on WhatsApp, sorry, or anywhere. I may take time to reply because I have so many people that I'm constantly talking to. But as she mentioned, as Vanita mentioned, that, you know, I've answered each and every one. That's exactly what I believe in, that, if somebody has asked me for help, or somebody's asked me a query, it's my moral responsibility to be available to them in whatever capacity I can. I'm not saying I can do everything. I'm not saying I'm the almighty and ultimate. I have something, little things that I can provide or be helpful of. I will definitely do that. And there is no going back from there. That's a commitment I have for each one over here. Okay. You take sessions, you don't take sessions, you pay, you don't pay. So somebody asked that we have to pay for recording also in the group itself. We try to shame healers. Why we go to movies, we don't say that why popcorn is charged. Why charged? You can make it in 10 rupees, but it is there for 300 rupees. You pay that. But you do this to healers because it's an unorganized market. Schools are also giving education. You never say why you are charging. You never put your children in government schools if they are there. There's free education over there still. So we know everything is coming with a price tag if it's a governed industry. Just because healing or all of this that we are doing does not have any governance, we shouldn't be shaming anyone. Healers deserve to get paid, because gone are the days जब महाराजा राजा घोड़े हाथी सामान सब दे देते थे और साधु संत गुरु लोग खाली बैठते थे, और राजा से भी बड़ा स्थान होता था राजगुरु का. अभी मैं भिंडी लेने जाती हूँ ना, मुझे बोलते हैं 150 रुपए ही होगा मैडम. आप हीलिंग करते हो तो आपसे कम लेंगे, ऐसा कोई नहीं बोलता. So please spare us, and let us also address things that everything requires. You think that this Zoom, internet, my team, I don't have to pay them. Everything requires commercial aspect to be addressed over there. Okay, right? Okay, thank you. Wonderful. I hope that all the healers over here get this clear. Don't ever worry or feel ashamed of charging your worth. Always. Okay.
Ma'am,
There was Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka. And then I want to talk to Sachin, and then we'll start the show.
okay, but
Sorry, I didn't get you. You were trying to say something, Jarna?
हो गया मैम
आगे
क्लास
इसके आगे और आगे हेलो मैम
Hi,
I'm in the
Priyanka.
rickshaw so I don't think you'll be able to like
I can
see
see
me
you.
properly.
I can see. Yeah.
Ma'am, I had cancer 4 years back. It was stage 3. It
Oh.
was blood cancer. My child was 15 months old, and now again something has popped up, and they are saying it's another kind of cancer. I have a surgery next week on Monday. So 15 days have been like really stressful. And for health, I had left wheat, rice, sugar. In one day, I left everything. So it's been 2 weeks to that. And because of that, I had a lot of headaches like since 12, 13 days. I am just coming back from the hospital meeting my oncologist. He said that it could be precancerous or cancer or stage 1 or whatever it is. So, and I don't know why I have manifested it in the first place, and now again, why there's some purpose, but I'm not able to learn that purpose. I don't know why. But I had a lot of headaches since 14 days, and it really vanished yesterday. So that was a change. But I really want to understand how this health and relationship things keep manifesting again and again. You know, I don't know where I'm stuck. I'm doing everything possible. I am the fittest person you'll see. I'm healthiest that way. I don't know what is triggering. So I want
Tell you something, that sometimes when you are doing everything correct and still things are not going correct in your life, tomorrow you will understand more when I'll talk about chakras and how, if any kind of dark energies have been attracted or been done towards you, then how they sit around you in your chakras and how they keep on messing your life one after another. Okay?
okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing this. Lot of healings and loving blessings to you, Priyanka. Okay? Okay.
Need it right now. Thank you.
Hello, Sachin ji. Hmm.
Hello, everybody. Hello, and good evening
Hi,
to all.
hi. Yes. So
Yeah,
I read that there was something that happened with you. Please tell me.
I'm getting a headache, like migraine, right? When we did the first or the second session yesterday, and since then the migraine has been there. And today morning, I stay in Pune, the Kharkwasla Dam, where we do a lot of tree plantation. So under CSR activity. So I had been there on a two-wheeler because I got late. And morning I was okay, but again got this migraine and it's going on. No, I thought probably I did not sleep well, or maybe the heat, sunstroke, or something like that. So again, I slept in the afternoon, but still the headache is there. So finally, I just took a Saridon now because I need to concentrate. So this has been the one thing. And secondly, whatever I do, I don't get support. That's like my bosses, my colleagues, they're
That is
probably
a
jealous.
different issue. But
Hmm,
the headache that you got is not something that you got for the first time, Sachin, is what I can see. So today we are going to release a lot of guilt. So people who did not feel good yesterday, please make sure you are till the end today, no matter how bored you are, because I'm telling you, the guilt process that we are going to do, you have never done before in your life. I can guarantee that to you, and it is going to be a game changer. Okay, but do it with full presence over there, and make sure that you are able to finish the process, understand the process, and then do the after work as well. 4 दिन दो अपने आप को, 4 दिन पहले भी बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही थी, बाद में भी हो सकती है. Everything is same, but ये हम चांस ले रहे हैं. Here we are taking a chance, so let's take it fully, at least committedly. आधा
okay.
अधूरा क्यों जीना है ना? तो ये करेंगे हम, ठीक है? All right.
Yeah.
So पूनम is asking कि आज का क्लास कब तक चलेगा? मेरी इच्छा तो है कि 9 बजे खत्म हो जाए, आधे घंटे में, बट ऐसा होगा नहीं. 11 बजे खत्म होगा ऐसा लग रहा है. चलो. I would. So Dilshin wants to share that something really great happened to you. Dilshin, it's okay if you share it over here. And Naina wanted to share some cute story. Uh, if you can also, yeah. Dilshin, oh my God, you are Ranjita's daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everyone, I need to tell this to you. Ranjita is one of the participants of our Sacred Karma Healing Workshop. And initially, she booked one-on-one, but my team contacted them to understand what problem she is actually going through and understood she needs a lot more help than just one-on-one. So we offered her to enter, the Karma Healing, Sacred Karma Healing Workshop of 3 days at the same price, though. And you know what? What happened? Some miracle happened in that. I want Ranjita to share that when the time comes. But, Dilshin is her daughter, Ranjita's daughter. And Dilshin asked that if she can also attend the session, and Ranjita enrolled her for this session. So lovely to have you, Dilshin. I've heard so much about you. So
Thank
you're
you,
so
ma'am.
cute. You're so
Thank you,
cute.
ma'am. Ma'am, I would just like to say, first of all, thank you. I would like to give you a very much of gratitude because in like after 8.5 years, I was able to sleep at night after the session peacefully without crying or having that fear. And I was way too happy after that. And it's been after a long time because my nights are mostly like I don't sleep or I sleep very late. And today was the first day in whole day that I didn't fought with my mother on any useless reason, or I was peaceful. I had no arguments with anyone. I was studying peacefully, and I'm really happy to attend. And I'm looking forward to be more happy future as well. So really, thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 18, ma'am.
18. Such a lovely thing to see such a young girl to attend this workshop. Usually, like my son, when, Dilshan, he is right now 20, and he would say, Arey, Mama, kya this all healing, willing up? You've gone mad. Now he believes a lot of things, how it has worked out for him. But to see young people would always, throw it away that ये सब बकवास है क्या बोलते रहते हो healing healing कुछ नहीं होता. I used to be, it's so heartwarming to see Dalshin that you were open to this, and I'm so glad you got this breakthrough. Many more to come, dear. बच्चा अभी तो life बहुत लंबी है, बहुत अच्छी है, और my blessings to you कि सब अच्छा रहे.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Lovely, wonderful. So lovely to hear from Dilshin. मैंने तो उसको नैना चलो फटाफट, then we will start. Last promise.
Hello.
Hello.
Anji. So I have been into this healing journey and I have been into spiritual journey. मेरे लाइफ में सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज रहा है इनफिडिलिटी, जो मैं सफर की हूँ फ्रॉम माय चाइल्डहुड, लाइक फ्रॉम माय पेरेंट्स और के समय, और वो अभी तक चल रहा है इन माय मैरिज. And the relationship that I actually, wrote the letter about yesterday, and I burnt it and everything. I don't know. सुबह 4:30 he called up and things became very smooth. We met and I don't know. Is it the healing Is it the letter, or is it like, while we were writing a letter, you were providing us some healing? Can I just know about it? Because we were on no talking terms at all, but it just got healed very magically for me. I mean, I had no expectation that we are talking for
What's
another
the thing?
coming 3 4 months.
What's the thing? You not having the expectation was the main aspect that you got healed. तुम्हें लग रहा होगा ना कि क्या ही होगा, चलो कर तो लेते हैं, openly कर लिया बस,
नहीं,
और कोई
मैंने
expectation।
तो बस था कि भाई लेटर लिखने मिला है, लेटर लिख लेते हैं, दैट्स इट।
हाँ, बस that's it है ना, वहां पे मैजिक है। अगर मेरे मेरे में मैजिक होता तो सबको सेम आंसर, मेरे सारे सेम रिजल्ट्स मिले होते।
ओके,
वहां
गॉट
पे भी
इट।
मैजिक है। Acknowledge that you also have that magic that you think is outside of you. You have it within you, नेहा, नैना।
या थैंक यू, दैट्स व्हाट मेरे को वही लग रहा था, ये मेरा करना ही है कि आपके हीलिंग पावर्स का है, दैट्स व्हाट आई वांटेड टू नो। थैंक यू
It
फॉर
is,
दिस।
I'll tell you something, हीलिंग पावर्स हम सब में है, कोई एक्सेस कर पा रहा है, कोई नहीं कर पा रहा है।
नो,
ठीक
ये
है,
आई यूज्ड टू डू, आई यूज्ड टू सी, आप स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी में होते हो ना, और अब तो इतना एक्सेस है ऑन द इंटरनेट एंड इंस्टाग्राम, तो आपको बर्निंग डे लीफ ये सब चीज का पता होता है, फुल मून, न्यू मून एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स। बट कल मैंने बस आप बोले मैं कर दी, दैट्स इट, एंड इट वाज
दैट्स
मैजिक।
इट, वही मैजिक था, आप बोले कर दी, सरेंडर था, पूरा सरेंडर था बस।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, thank you for sharing this. So
यस,
lovely, na, see, so lovely to hear. It's really a cute story. Thank you so much. Can we have Chitra something? Chitra, she's saying that this mind severe pain, feel will burst and die. Can we quickly have Chitra? Her name is showing Deepa Kapil.
Upper, okay. Hold on.
That is the problem. हाँ, उसको rename भी नहीं किया है।
कपिल, अच्छा 2
Deepa
3 है,
Kapil is my team
Actually,
member.
there are
हाँ,
4 है।
5 people appearing as Deepa
हाँ,
Kapil.
चार
So
लोग
the
दीपा
one,
कपिल है, आप अपने
can
आप को
Chitra just raise her hand? Whoever is the real Chitra, can you just raise your
How can
hand?
you do this, Chitra?
Or
That
on the
Camera,
chat, yeah,
camera.
on the chat, just raise hand so that we know which one to pick up.
Will you?
Let me see. Okay, hold on. Just one sec.
Kanchan, it is in the group, okay? तो कोई बात नहीं, आज तक हो जाएगा लेटर प्रोसेस का। आज नया लेटर है, कल का छूट गया वो छूट गया, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, डोंट वरी। आज हम उससे भी पावरफुल चीज करने वाला है, प्रॉमिस। ठीक है, विल मूव फॉरवर्ड। आई थिंक देयर इज लॉट ऑफ, ओके, इज शी हियर? हाँ जी, चित्रा जी बताइए।
Yeah, I'm
हाँ,
Chitra here. I'm from
या
Bangalore. Yeah, last 3 years I'm going through severe mind pain. Okay, it is not any heart pain or organ pain, but severe mind pain, and it is very deep also. Of course, I am into art of living also, Ravi Shankar Guruji's thing. So I feel it is the impressions which are in my mind which is very much disturbing, which no one could understand. Okay. Even the teachers were telling might be you're suffering because of that. So the pain is increasing and increasing. Nowadays I'm not able to talk more, and walk is also curbing. So walk and talk is curbing, and my activities all are curbing
yesterday
now.
you wrote a letter, Chitra?
I wrote a letter. Yes.
Want it?
Not much, but I'm keeping on writing a letter.
No,
Right, but
if you'll not burn it, it's like, putting all the vegetable in the kadai and not switching on the gas. Will it ever get cooked?
No.
No. So
No.
please do the needful. And today also I'm going to make you do one more process. Please follow the process, please. Titiksha had 30 years of migraine. Can Titiksha just share that one small part?
Yep, sure, ma'am.
Yeah,
So
she had
I
30
hope I'm
years.
audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I had been suffering from migraine for 30 years. I had been taking lots of medications, lots of, allopathy, homeopathy, tried everything. And I think with Neha's one healing session, today I'm sitting here with probably the intensity reduced 99%. So it has been a miraculous thing for me.
Yes. Did you also do what I told you to do? Titiksha,
Neha.
whatever I
Yeah.
told you to do, did you do
Oh,
that?
yes, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
during my healing session, Neha did ask me to do, follow certain simple steps. So I had been making sure that whatever she told me to do, I did it. So point was to just surrender, have that faith, and just do what she asks you to do, and it really shows its magic. For
Yes.
me, it was not just the migraine, but with migraine, there were so many other issues which got resolved. I'm so thankful to her for that. My issues at office, my issues with relationships, my issues with money, everything just transformed after one healing.
Yes. Yes. And to such a level that later she learned the whole practitioner program, like, became practitioner like myself. And then now she also joined my team. That, she's at a very high post in a very, you are in HP, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she comes here to voluntarily be around and help people in whichever way she can. She was able to do that because she could get free from that headaches that she didn't have to lie down after every meeting. Okay, so बहुत important है कि आप खाली थोड़ा सा छोटा छोटा चीजें फॉलो करिए, है ठीक है? आज बिल्कुल करना प्लीज, आज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आई बेग टू ईच वन ऑफ यू, लास्ट तक रहना and pura karna hai. If you take away what I'm going to share today, you're going to take away something really life changing. Okay, all right. Okay, chalo, let's start. Thank you so much, Titisha. Thank you, Chitra ji. Okay, let's start. And there we go. So today is day 2 of season 14. What we covered yesterday. Anusha, can you help me?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
What we covered yesterday. What are different types of karma and how our past life karma affects us today? What is the most intense karma and how to release it? Karma quiz and report. How to consciously transform a karmic issue that is giving you the most pain. 3-step ritual for quick healing. Live hot seat healing for one lucky person.
We are going to do that today also, but we are going to release a deep trauma, not only for that person, but for everyone. And if today what we are going to do is nothing less than magic, okay? All right.
In case of delayed or inevident breakthrough.
So a lot of people feel that I didn't feel anything, I didn't see any change, I didn't find any good signs of, anything happened better for me or anything like that. In that case, the work that you're doing is getting delayed probably, or, it is not evident. Sometimes it's not evident to you what changes have happened. So let's see what it is about. So like, that girl, I forgot who joined, the first girl I talked to, the lady who said that I was telling universe that show me that I'm worth it and I can talk to Neha ma'am, because she replied to me how she was crying, but it was good for her. So evidently she was feeling ki, Arey, I'm crying. But the inevident part of it was that it was still good for her. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, Anusha.
Avoid going into the wrongness of anything.
Yes. Certainly what happens that we keep saying this thing. अरे मेरे को नहीं फायदा हुआ ना, मतलब मेरे में ही कुछ खराब है, या तो ये फैसिलिटेटर ही गलत है, या तो we will say कि ये वर्कशॉप में कुछ दम नहीं है, टेक्निक्स ही गलत है. Don't go into wrongness of anything. लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम से है और रहेंगे. आपको किसको लगता है मेरी लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है? किसको लगता है मेरी लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है? टाइप 1 किसी को भी नहीं लग रहा है. किसको लगता है मेरी लाइफ में भी प्रॉब्लम है जैसे सबकी लाइफ में? टाइप 2. सिंपल है ना. अगर मैं हीलर हूं तो काहे की हीलर, मेरे को क्यों प्रॉब्लम है? We'll look into that, okay? चलो. So avoid comparing your journeys with other. अरे उसको फायदा हो गया, उसको जॉब का मिल गया, इसको PhD का मिल गया, इसकी क्यूट स्टोरी थी, इसकी ब्रेक थ्रू स्टोरी थी, इसका हेडेक चला गया. कंपैरिजन से क्या मिलेगा? आपको क्या करना है, क्या चाहिए, उस पर फोकस करो. दूसरी दुनिया में भले ना उसको ताजमहल मिल गया, है ना? डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. Avoid looking for
too many.
yes.
Avoid looking for too many solutions at one go.
Which means that if you feel that यह वर्कशॉप में आए सब ठीक हो जाना चाहिए, अरे मेरे पास नहीं, कहीं पे भी होता है तो मेरे को भी एड्रेस देना भाई, मेरे को भी वो वर्कशॉप का लिंक भेजना। और जिंदगी में कोई भी आपको ऐसा कोई भी प्रॉमिस कर रहा है ना, आप कर लो बस, ये सारे सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा। Even though people like Titisha, there are hundreds and thousands of people claiming that their life changed or everything about their life changed after this workshop. I don't claim that. I don't claim that. It's not even something that I would aim for to begin with. Okay? Life is a journey. कोई destination थोड़ी ना है ना? So avoid looking for too many solutions at one go. Touch one part of your life. Work on that. Let's go further from there. One step at a time. Are you all with me? ठीक है.
Understand that when karmic issue is too high, you will keep going in circles.
So अगर आपका कार्मिक इशू बहुत हाई है ना, तो आप अलग अलग बहुत जगह जाओगे। एस्ट्रोलॉजर किया, वास्तु किया, ये कोई तंत्र वंत्र का कर लिया, तांत्रिक को मिल लिया, किसी से मंत्र जाप करवा लिए। आप द कार्मिक इशू जब तक कार्मिकली रिजॉल्व नहीं होगा ना, you'll keep going in circles. So what we did yesterday, two things. One is conscious part and another is healing part. Conscious part is for you to know and see that, okay, you know what, I did this. Healing part is your energy to experience something like that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Know that this is not the end of life or world. You were, you are, and you will be.
हम थे, है और रहेंगे. Nothing, if you didn't find solution over here, there is always the next door to knock. Don't worry. You gave yourself a chance. So pat your back for that. That I tried this. Now I know if this works for me or not. Simple. But don't start feeling that, oh my God, I know other people, 100 people got results, but me, I didn't get. Okay. Yeah. So if you missed yesterday's session, be sure to get the recordings. Click on the link shared here in WhatsApp group, maybe not if not here, or if over here my team shares, then please go ahead and you can buy the recording. If you want it for lifetime, if you only want it for a limited time, we are going to share that in the group as well every day once it is rendered. So please be sure that you don't keep asking about recording. We will share the recording for 24 hours, limited time. And for those who want the lifetime access, you can make the payment and take it. If you think that in this 4 days you will not be able to watch it, okay? Okay. All right.
What we will learn today. What is the most impactful trauma that is controlling your life? Trauma traits, mindset, emotional states, physical responses, behavior. Your personal trauma quiz and report.
So a lot of you had been asking if I would like to see my own report. You will receive on the email that you signed up with in that form. Okay. So make sure, because I have 10,000 email IDs. So I make sure that for that, which email ID I've used, I actually remember that. Okay. So that is important.
What is karma healing, and answering all the questions regarding it? Powerful technique to heal deep-rooted trauma. Getting rid of guilt to ease our karmic issues.
Until you are guilty, there is no way that you will be able to get free from traumas that you are going through. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Understanding karmic trauma. Only that you have karmic debt only that you have karmic debt which can cause you karmic trauma.
Yes. So not everybody can give you trauma. Only those people or situations where you have karmic debt with, that only will cause you trauma. Like how we yesterday talked to Pooja, only where those situations and those people will be causing her those kind of issues. Okay.
There is usually only one person or relationship or situations causing you repetitive trauma, be it money, health, relationship.
ना कोई मतलब एक जाएगा तो दूसरा पर्सन आएगा, या एक रिलेशनशिप नहीं तो दूसरे रिलेशनशिप में, या एक नहीं तो दूसरे बॉस, दूसरे सिचुएशन में सेम, मतलब मैंने जॉब चेंज कर ली, वापस थोड़े दिन तो ठीक चला, देन अगेन आई लैंडेड अप इनटू द सेम प्लेस. Repetitive trauma, be it money, health, or relationship. Okay.
You cannot be traumatized by anyone, anything, and everyone. Only when you have guilt, you can be traumatized. Trauma sits in your nervous system and thus has the most power over your physical and mental reality and can limit your life to a great extent.
So any situation or people that you have any kind of guilt towards, only they can traumatize you. My trauma happened from my son, because of my son, him unknowingly being the part of whole game. Okay, but I had a lot of guilt towards him, because in one of the lives, I had a very bad karmic issue that has been caused between both of us. Okay, so I got traumatized through him, not by him, through him, by someone. Okay. And when I understood this about why his father, what he did to me, and why all of this happened, and I could see through that, okay, this is the reason, like how for Pooja yesterday we could find out the reason, then I could feel compassion towards his father instead of having feelings of complaint or vengeance or revenge or bad ill feelings. It took me a while. I'm not saying कि एक दिन में मैं change हो गई, but how I looked at him changed, because I started understanding that that person is giving me what I'd given him at one point of time. And thus, my blame game stopped, and thus my, stretching of anything. वो उसने भी खींचा था, मैंने भी खींचा था, मेरा छूट गया, तो कितना खींचेगा? ये लाइफ पर हम करते रहते हैं, वो छूट गया बस, है ना? Now we are in a very cordial relationship where we talk respectfully to each other. We don't start abusing each other on emails or messages or calls, and we talk about, oh, you know what, this is needed, okay, that is needed, okay, this needs to be done, fine, okay, that needs to be done, fine. Very respectfully we finish that, because we handled that in a different way. Okay. And trauma will sit in your nervous system, and thus it will have the most power over your physical and mental reality. Many of you over here who may have some trauma, if you will start talking about a certain situation, you will cry. You'll cry, like uncontrollably cry. Okay. And you will shiver, you will shake, you'll be like, you know what, I can't take this anymore. If you are on this call today, and if you choose to come on the hot seat, and if you have filled the Google form, I promise you I'll change that for you forever. Okay.
Why your trauma cannot be healed? Until you are in karmic debt with the relationship or person or situation, you will allow it to cause trauma to you.
So, कार्मिक डेट खत्म नहीं होगा ना जब तक, तो रिलेशनशिप में या सिचुएशन में बार बार आप वही ट्रॉमा कॉज होता रहेगा आपको, एंड वो इंटेंसिफाई होता रहेगा बस.
Until you don't remove the guilt of the past and past lives, you will allow the situation and people to cause you trauma.
अगेन कल पूजा के साथ जो हुआ कि उसका उस एरिया पे काम नहीं हुआ, आज हम गिल्ट पे भी काम करने वाले, बट जो भी हमने कल किया, शी केम टू एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ऑल ऑफ द पीपल, एवरीबडी गिविंग यू द सेम ट्रीटमेंट, हाउ इज इट इवन पॉसिबल? ठीक है ना? So that is what happens, that you start going in circles, simple as that.
The energy loop between the one you have karmic debt with, causing you traumatic issues, has to end.
Yes. The energy loop once ends, as I mentioned, this is the loop. वो खींच रहे, हम खींच रहे, एक बंदे ने छोड़ा तो दूसरे के पास क्या ऑप्शन है? छोड़ देगा, है ना? So that is how it ends. Now we will go through, quickly go through all the types of, trauma responses, behaviors, and what are the types of traumas and all of that. Quickly we'll go through it. So Anusha, you'll read through?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Trauma traits, how we respond to it. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn.
Okay.
Fight, anger.
So essentially, there are 4 types of trauma responses: fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Fight meaning, of course, as it simply says. Everybody understands this basic thing? Please type yes if you are understanding that. Yeah, you understand this, right? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
In fight, anger, rage, confrontation, high energy.
So what happens is that when you are in fight mode, you are angry, rageous, you confront everyone and you get energy out of it. Energy doesn't get drained. You feel high energy once you fight. बता दिया उसको, दिखा दिया मैंने. Okay. You may have seen such people or you may have been in this kind of state as well. All right.
In flight, there's anxiety, panic, avoidance, moderate energy.
Yeah. So what happens that in flight, you know what this means, right? But your energy will be moderate. You will not be highly energetic. It will be on moderate level, okay? But you will try and avoid everything. You will panic if you see something that you don't like or you don't want to enter into, and you will constantly have some kind of anxiety.
In freeze, your disassociation, numbness, shutdown, low energy.
Yes. So what happens that जब डिसोसिएशन जो फ्रीज मोड में हम चले जाते हैं तो वी ट्राई टू कट ऑफ फ्रॉम एवरीवन, नम करना, शट डाउन करना, लाइक दिस गर्ल अगेन आई फॉरगॉट द नेम, द फर्स्ट पर्सन आई टॉक टू हु नम्ड हरसेल्फ सो मच कि कल वो खुल गया फिर, तो ये फ्रीज मोड है, और अपने आप को शट डाउन कर देना और लो एनर्जी में रहना. सो मेनी पीपल कीप कंप्लेनिंग आई एम ऑलवेज इन लो एनर्जी, वो एक फ्रीज मोड भी होता है. ठीक है भुवनेश्वरी? यस भुवनेश्वरी, थैंक यू फॉर रिमाइंडिंग. Yes, Swati. If our problem persists over years, we may have different responses over year to the same issue. And at certain times, we keep changing with certain people. With one person, it will be fight. With other person, it will be freeze or, flight. It keeps changing. Okay. Yeah.
In fawn, we are people pleasing, codependency, lack of boundaries.
Yeah. So people who are in fond is always trying to see how they are always yes people. They want to always make others feel good. They always want to be in their good books as well. Okay. So this happens with fond type of response, which is not very much talked about, but fond is the worst trauma that a person can have. And they'll always live a life of lie, unfortunately. They can't be true to themselves. They can't be true to others. And they are always in some kind of worry and fear of losing someone. Okay. All right. Baljit, yes, these are all related to your subconscious mind, but also with your karma. Why you got the trauma that you got from someone or some situation, okay? All right.
Trauma mindset. In fight, you are wrong, I am right.
You know such people who always think I am correct, you are wrong. Fight mode में ही रहते हैं हमेशा. कुछ भी बोलो झगड़ने लगेंगे. I am correct. In flight, they will
In
always
flight,
avoid.
let's talk about something else.
So they will not want to address anything. They will run away from the issue.
In freeze, doesn't talk or listen or learn.
They just want to be status quo. कुछ change नहीं करना है भाई.
In freeze, in fawn, performative surface level engagement.
Which means that you will see them doing a lot of work, but only on the surface level. They will show that they are engaged with everything, but deep down in their hearts of heart, they are not in the present. They are always constantly anxious about क्या होगा क्या होगा क्या होगा next क्या होगा next क्या होगा अभी कुछ कोई बोलेगा तो नहीं ना अभी मैंने गलत तो नहीं किया ना मैं they are very afraid of making any kind of mistakes. Okay. All right. All of you clear up until here with me? We did the trauma response and then trauma traits. Huh? 2. Okay. Chalo, great. Now 3.
Trauma emotional states.
Yes.
Re-experiencing, replaying the memory, nightmares and flashbacks.
So what does that mean? Sorry. So what does that mean? That, one memory keeps replaying in your head constantly. 20 साल पहले कुछ हुआ है, आज भी चले जा रहा है, दिमाग में से नहीं निकल रहा है. How many of you feel that way? That something happened before 20 years, you are not able to. ये ट्रॉमा रिस्पॉन्स है. नाइटमेयर्स आते, फ्लैशबैक्स आते, जो कल लोगों को हुआ ना, बहुत गंदा ड्रीम आया, बहुत गंदा ड्रीम आया. It was one of the trauma responses. We'll work on it today, so be there.
Hyperactive nervous system, difficulty sleeping, feeling on guard, being easily startled, loss of interest in sex.
So understand that, a lot of people mentioned difficulty in sleeping, feeling on guard, being easily started. So a lot of people said that, what I do things that they really confirmed was one over here, difficulty in sleeping and nightmares and flashbacks. So this is a trauma response. Okay.
Avoidance. Trying not to think about the event, avoiding anything related to it.
So what I did when I was, going through my trauma, I would not go to any place, not talk to any people who talk about my son, because it will bring up so much of emotions that I'll not be able to handle and process it. So I would avoid going to parties where I would see children, avoid going to hotels. I actually housebound myself completely so that I don't face children. And there was time when I would be in a hotel sitting with Vikas and start crying suddenly because I saw some mother is feeding the child. खाना खिला रहे 5 7 10 साल के बच्चे का when my son got separated from me, he was 10 years. So that would bring up so much of trauma for me. ठीक है, तो मैं अवॉइड करने लगी कि होटल ही नहीं जाना है, बर्थडेज में नहीं जाना है. Who anybody would call me and ask me or talk to me and ask me how is Priyanshu, I would not get in touch with them at all. उनके फोन उठाऊंगी ही नहीं. So we start avoiding, and that's not how we can live our life. Correct? All right.
Emotional reactions, fear and anxiety, anger and guilt, sadness, feeling numb.
Sorry. Yeah. So I don't think I need to explain this. How many of you are with me over here? हाँ ठीक है. तो ये इमोशनल रिएक्शंस होते हैं. हम फियर में और एंजाइटी में रहते हैं, एंगर और गिल्ट में रहते हैं. कल हमने एंगर पे काम किया है, आज हम गिल्ट पे करने वाले हैं. ठीक है. सैड रहते हैं, नम रहते हैं, होपलेस हो जाते हैं, गिविंग अप का फीलिंग रहता है, मर जाना है ऐसा लगता है. ऑल दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स हैपेंस. ओके.
Changed views of the world and self, difficulty trusting people, seeing the world as highly dangerous, self-blame, self-criticism and reaction to trauma.
Okay, so we start feeling that I can't trust people anymore. जब मेरे साथ जो हो उसके बाद मैं किसी पे भरोसा करती नहीं करती ना. और बहुत ऐसे लग रहा था कि सिस्टम खराब है, कोर्ट खराब है, लॉज खराब है, जज खराब है, सारी दुनिया ही खराब है. कोई किसी को भी छोड़ दो, एवरीबडी वुड लुक एट, आई वुड थिंक दैट ये कुछ खबर देता होगा मेरे एक्स को, मेरे बेटे के बारे में ये करता होगा, मेरे बारे में ये बताता होगा. हर एक को देख के लगता था देयर इज सम डेंजर. और खुद को ब्लेम. आई एम सच अ वर्स्ट मदर. आई डिड नॉट फाइट टिल द एंड ऑफ माय लास्ट ड्रॉप ऑफ ब्लड एज इफ इट वुड हैव हेल्प माय सन इफ आई वुड हैव बीन डेड. नो, मेरा ईगो फुलफिल होता खाली. उसको क्या फायदा होता. टुडे ही कीप्स सेइंग that mom, I am so proud of you. Look at you where you have reached from what you were. I was 3.5 years bedridden. From there I went to wheelchair. From there I am today over here. I have established my business and running this wonderful workshops where I help so many people. So he's highly he says that I know pride is a sin and I don't want to be prideful, but I really want to acknowledge that I really look up to you. And that is what matters, right? Killing myself for my son is going to matter. How is it going to help him? It's not going to help anyone. Correct? तो ये हो जाता है ट्रॉमा में हमारा कि we look at our life very differently and we want to give up. And when trauma heals, my dear ones, you start living like how I did. Okay?
Trauma behavior. In fight, self-preservation at all costs.
Yes. It is very important to understand this, that, in fight mode, we want to always preserve ourselves. बच के कहाँ जाएंगे? अल्टीमेटली तो वहीं जाना है. सबने एक ही जगह, कोई किसी अलग जगह गया है, कोई है. But we feel that, oh, we have to keep fighting and preserve ourselves.
Explosive temper and outbursts. Aggressive, angry behavior. Bully. Can't hear others' point of view. A pronounced sense of entitlement.
Yes. You start bullying people, or you may have seen people who are like this, who are aggressive, very angry. You have to keep quiet, otherwise they'll explode, and there'll be a lot of temper outburst around. They can't hear any point of view. Only what I say is correct. And मैं बाकी सब मतलब हम बाकी सब पानी कम वाला सेंस ऑफ एंटाइटलमेंट रहता है. मैंने बोला ना, ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, यही होगा. मैंने बोला ना, अभी रात के 8 नहीं बजे, सुबह के 11 बजे है, तो बस सूरज देखो, बाहर सूरज है. एंड यूर से हाँ सूरज है भाई, सूरज है. I don't want to. That my way or highway, yes, exactly. Okay, demands perfection from others. Yeah. Okay. आप गलत हो, आप माफी मांगो, आपको सब सही करना है, आपकी ही गलती है सारी.
In flight, obsessive and or compulsive behavior, rushing around, feeling of panic or anxiety, over worrying, can't sit still, can't relax, tries to micromanage.
फ्लाइट मोड में ये रहता है कि मतलब ये जैसे इट्स लाइक ओसीडी हो जाता है उनको. यहाँ से वहां भागते ही रहते हैं ताकि एक जगह टिके टिके, तो फिर वो फीलिंग ऊपर आए ना, तो शांत नहीं पड़ना है. कांस्टेंट पैनिक और एंजाइटी में रहते हैं, इसके लिए वो भागते ही रहते हैं, ओवरवर्क करते रहते हैं, एक जगह बैठना नहीं है, रिलैक्स नहीं होना है. मतलब ये पेन ऐसे ऐसे क्यों है, ऐसे क्यों है, ऐसे क्यों नहीं है, ऐसे क्यों नहीं है, ऐसे क्यों है. Everything they can just they lose it on anything. Okay, all right, so that happens. Always on
Always
the
on the
go,
go.
busy doing things. Again, they also want things to be perfect because of their OCD. Okay, all right. हाँ, either lose it or want 100% control. Yes, ठीक है.
In freeze, spacing out, feeling unreal, hibernation, achievement, phobic brain fog, wants to hide from the world, couch potato, dissociates, isolating the self from the outside world, difficulty in making, acting on decisions.
सिंपल स्पेस आउट रहते हैं, यहाँ कभी जाए वहां होते ही नहीं है. लॉट ऑफ पीपल फील दैट वे ना, कि मुझे सब झूठ लगता है, मैं फिजिकली वहां हूं ही नहीं जहाँ पे सब होते हैं. हाइबरनेट करते, भाई किसी से बात नहीं करनी, मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है. अचीवमेंट फॉबिक होते, क्योंकि मिस्टेक का डर है ना, तो वो ब्रेन फॉग रहता है. somebody was asking about brain fog, so here it is. Okay, wants to hide from the world. सोफे पे पड़े तो पड़े ही रहेंगे, सबसे डिसोसिएटेड रहेंगे. घर में है तो भी लगेगा कि ये घर में भी है क्या इंसान, और आइसोलेट करेंगे सबसे. एंड दे कांट मेक डिसीजंस. इफ दे मेक डिसीजंस, दे कांट एक्ट अपॉन इट. ओके, दिस हैपेंस. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर विथ मी अप अंटिल हियर? ठीक है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर फीलिंग दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग? बोरिंग नहीं है ना, कि ये बोली ही जा रही, बोली ही जा रही, बस बहुत ज्ञान बांट लिया, थोड़े पैसे बांट दो. हाँ ठीक है, चलो. ठीक है. ओके, ऑलराइट. यस, अनुषा.
In fawn, struggles to express, people pleaser, lacks assertiveness, struggles to say no, seeks approval, always trying to fit in, easily exploited by others.
फोन वाले इजीली एक्सप्लॉइटेबल होते हैं उसको, क्योंकि ना बोलना ही नहीं आता ना. दे वांट टू प्लीज एवरीवन. ना कैसे बोल सकते हैं? मतलब वो अभी अंधेरे में है और कोई बोल रहा है कि यार तू 5 मिनट में वाशी आ सकता है, थाने आ सकता है. दे कांट से नो. हाँ हाँ, मैं बस निकल रहा हूँ ना, बस पहुंच जाऊंगा 5 मिनट में. And they're lying to themselves and others. And I'm like, when I see those people, I can just see and say, oh my God, this person is so much in fawn mode. And people may feel he's such a liar, not reliable, but they can't help it. They can't say no. They just can't say, and that's why they are not reliable, because they can't say no. They don't give you a correct picture that bhai main nahi pahunch sakta 5 minute mein. And that makes all the situations around them horrible and starts making them feel that अरे ये मेरी ही सारी गलती होती है, which is the main reason for them to be in fawn mode first of all, कि गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए, गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए. But do you see the circle? I will not say no, but I will not reach on time, but I will let the other person stay lingering, and that's why they will get irritated and they will find fault with me, and so my need of being in fawn mode will continue. How many of you get this? ये होता है, ठीक है, कि मेरे को नहीं तो बोलेंगे अरे वो आया नहीं 5 मिनट में, देखो. इम्पॉसिबल बोल दो आप उनको चीज, बोलो चांद तारे ले आओ. हाँ हाँ, बस अभी लाया, अभी लाया. And then you'll feel my boyfriend is not same anymore. He was never that. to begin with. So take a very, very informed decision, okay? Fun mode people will say yes to everything, but they will hardly be able to do anything. Not even 1% of it. I have no judgment for them, but it's a very sad place to be in. I feel the worst for them because बेचारे मन से चाहते हैं, but physically possible नहीं है वो चीजों को वो हाँ बोल देते हैं. ठीक है? It's funny and it's sad both together. Okay. Gossips about others बाद में बातें करेंगे. वो ऐसे ताकि खुद अच्छे लगे. ठीक है? All right. Would you like to take a quiz and get your personal trauma report? ठीक है, I take it as a yes. चलो कोई बात नहीं. तो I will lock the this thing over here now. No more, you will not be able to send me the messages anymore, but my team will send this thing over here. The form. Please do that, team, do the needful. ठीक है? Trauma intensity का form है ये. Fight, flies, freeze और fawn का trauma response. Instructions same है. For each statement, choose yes or no. 1 point for yes, 0 point for no. At the end, total your points to determine your trauma response. वो score आ जाएगा आपका, like how it came yesterday. ठीक है? So this is going to happen. You will be able to see the score at the end of it. जैसे कल दिखा था आपको यहाँ पे. View score करेंगे ना? तो ऐसे 6 out of 20 जैसे है, ऐसे आपके total points आपको दिख जाएंगे. And then अगर आप स्क्रॉल डाउन करोगे तो आपको सारे पॉइंट्स भी दिखेंगे. ठीक है? कि आपने हर रिस्पॉन्स पे क्या पॉइंट्स दिए वो भी आपको दिखेगा. So take this quiz. We will give you 5 minutes time. Okay. So my husband was just showing me how interesting yesterday 411 people actually filled this form. Okay. All right. We have responses and the average is 12.86, almost 13 out of 20 points, where we have mentioned, right, what you need to work. So whole group, 411 people who were almost on the call had filled this up. And this is the average of what people are going through actually. This gives us so many insights, and you will also be able to see your own personal scores, okay, wherever you require. Okay. This really helps in getting a lot of clarity. Yeah.
आज का भी ऐसे ही दिखा.
Yes. We have already got 92 responses. Lovely, wonderful. Lovely, 107, 115. Lovely. Tomorrow's quiz is going to be all the more interesting. You will be blown away with what answers you see. Okay. Dilshin and somebody else has raised their hand. Please check what help they need. Komal. Komal and Dilshin need some help. So, Jarna, we have logged the. We have,
Got
we
it,
have
got
logged.
it.
Yeah. Okay. 220 responses already. 25. Wonderful. Sixteen 22 545. 10 20. Lovely. 14. 11 frequent. 14 20. 5 17 20. Renu, my God. 6 Shrishma. This helps, right? This helps when you get to see your own score about what's happening in your life. Yeah. Yes, Dilshin, you have a question, dear? Cynthia, yes, I'll be doing healing today. I don't know where were you. I already said that. Yeah.
Actually, I just filled the form. So I was seeing other scores, मतलब जिनका 17 18 था. So I got 20 on 20 और yesterday भी 20 on 20 ही था. So there is nothing that I left. मतलब कि मुझे ऐसा लगा कि नहीं हुआ है. So I was just asking about that. So then I understood कि you will tell it later. मतलब
Yes, I'll tell. Not to worry, I'll explain. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Roshni, you have a question?
Her video is not on, so we cannot spotlight her.
It's okay, we cannot spotlight. She can ask the question over here in the comments. Okay. Now let's understand our score. कल था वैसे ही थे, ठीक है? All right. Yes, मेहर जी, आप आज कर सकते हो लेटर बर्निंग. हाँ, जैसे पल्लवी ने यहाँ पे डाला है ना स्कोर, हम अभी मैं I'll explain it to you. Okay. So when in confusion, Manish, the answer is usually yes. Good, you brought this up. If you have confusion, Anusha, in fact, we can add this line in while the people want to fill up the form, that if you are confused, the answer is yes. ठीक है? So let's see this now. So as simply mentioned, you know, you will have fight ka score and flight ka, freeze ka and fawn ka, and same way. If 0 to 5 है तो mild trauma है, 6 to 10 है तो moderate trauma है, 11 to 15 है तो frequent trauma है, and 16 to 20 severe trauma है. क्या है आज का general? Yeah, still people are feeling up. So not 15, 5, 5, 5, 3. ठीक है? Lot of people have very high this thing, okay? Okay, so let us understand this now. If you are affected by any of the trauma, कल के जैसे नहीं है, कोई भी एक trauma से भी affected है ना, then most likely you need to heal all 3 areas of your life: relationship, money, and health. Most of you felt in all of these trauma responses, you could relate to it, right? है ना? So that is because once trauma gets on your nervous system, it messes up everything. Trauma को ये नहीं पता है कि मैं खाली relationship खराब करूं कि work खराब करूं कि मैं खाली health खराब करूं कि मैं इसकी नींद उड़ा दूं. Trauma को तो बस play करना है. और trauma का एक worst जो characteristic है वो ये है कि once it starts, it doesn't stop. It keeps playing until you have addressed it, or you have done some really deep therapy for it, or you have really, you know, had a chance to deal with it, you know, kind of face to face. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि I dealt with it. तब तक वो जाता नहीं. खिचड़ी बन गई. Cynthia is saying, खाना मत ये खिचड़ी. Okay, all right. But this is what happens while we have any area. Even if you know ये 4-5 मोड जो भी है उसमें से कोई भी एक ट्रॉमा आपको है ना, एक तो वो बढ़ता जाएगा कहीं ना कहीं से, और वो सारे रिलेशनशिप में आपको कहीं ना कहीं से. कभी किसी ने देखा है कि मेरे को इस चीज से तकलीफ थी वो कम हुई, ये ट्रॉमा मेरा कम हुआ? जब तक मैंने बोला ना, इफ यू हैव नॉट डेल्ट विथ इट फेस टू फेस, वो नहीं होता है. बाकी जब आपने कर लिया है काम तो वो काम करता है आपके लिए. ठीक है? देन इट until it doesn't resurface. Okay, so let's see now. How many of you here feel that as you have so many issues in multiple areas, a single one-on-one session might not be enough for you? Type NE if you feel it's not enough. You know, okay. I know this, and I've actually felt this with people who have very deep trauma, and that's why I've come up with something which can help you in deeper way to heal all of this. Do I have your permission to share a little about that? Yeah. Yes. Okay. It's going to be so cost effective. It's going to be so no-brainer for you that you will just look at it and you're like, how can I not even go for this? Okay. Right. So I'm going to, in that, what I'm going to offer you is relationship, health, and money karma, along with ancestral and generational karma, at the price of one-on-one session. Does it excite you a little bit? A little bit. तो little bit लिखो. Okay, a lot. Chalo, ठीक है. How I'm going to do this? For making this available to all who need help, I've come up with an option where you can heal relationship, health, and money karma along with ancestral and generational karma at the price of one-on-one in our 3-day sacred karma healing workshop series. Okay, would you like me to share a little more details about that? Okay, let us first of all talk to someone. Abhi Dilshin, if I'm saying it correct, your name है ना? उससे हम सुनते हैं, उसकी मम्मी से सुनते हैं कि उनका क्या हुआ जब ये वर्कशॉप में हुआ है. Would you like to hear it? क्योंकि one-on-one का तो आपने काफी सुना. You would like to know ना कि क्या होता है, मतलब ये वर्कशॉप भी इतना वर्थ होगा क्या, है ना? So let us address that first of all before we go forward. Okay, all right. ठीक है. Don't worry, Niladri. If you can't pay, that doesn't mean you can't get healed. ठीक है? Don't worry. Yes, Anjali, we are going to work on that. Something is blocking you. Can we have Ranjita? Hi, Ranjita.
Hi,
So lovely to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good.
Lovely.
I'm better.
So much better than joined first time. So Ranjita had actually signed up for one-on-one session, and then when we saw that she has a lot of things that she is actually struggling with, we recommended her to join our 3-day Sacred Karma Healing Workshop. I'd like to hear it from Ranjita how it panned out for you.
So, hello everyone. I want to share my experience. This is my second workshop with Neha ma'am, and I have faced difficulties in various aspects of my life, such as relationship, health, and finances. I often felt lost, dealing with significant pain and frustration. I even tried to end my life many times. I always felt worthless. I used to think that my relationship issues would never improve. So during the first day of the last workshop, the same 4-day workshop, I addressed my negative feelings, my anger towards my aunt, who raised me like a mother, but became distant when I needed her the most. After the workshop, she reached out to me for the first time in 15 years and wanted to reconnect with me. And when we finally met, it was a beautiful day filled with warmth, and I felt a sense of healing and peace. So that was the first victory, I must say. And then, due to my childhood experiences, I had like conflicts and grudges with many family members, especially my blood relations, and especially with my mother. So she left me feeling abandoned and never showed me care. And I struggled with trust issues, especially after she took my ancestral property through deceit. So I was felt, a void of love and support. So, uh, and now I find myself in a similar situation with my daughter, So despite of my efforts resolve over issues, we often end up arguing. Though karma healing, the sacred karma healing, when I enrolled for that. So, when Neha ma'am, I did that exercise during that session. So, I realized that I need to address my karmic pattern. And, like my mother, I had difficulty trusting my daughter and failed to understand her struggles also.
Whereas
I never
Ranjita
understood.
was trying hard to be a good mother because she didn't want it to turn up into the mother she had. And that
Yes.
itself became a karmic loop, goal, goal, goal. I started there,
Yeah.
I ended there.
Yes. So again and again, the more I try to resolve the issues, things comes in a more dramatic way, or and though my daughter has also suffered a lot, since her childhood in a different way, like I was with my nana nani and she stayed with her dada dadi, and they really tortured her in many ways, which she never shared with me. Though I was always there, but she never shared her trauma with me. So, during the healing session, at that point, I expressed all my emotions. And, I felt a huge relief, like from the burdens I had carried for years, maybe from my childhood. That thing was there in my heart. And for the first time after that healing, I apologized to my daughter in my life. And I really hugged her. And we both cried and promised to work on ourselves and strengthen our relationship. We really talked about the situation. We really talked about. I really apologize for that. I was not never with her, and I never try to understand what you're going through. And my daughter still carries the similar to mine, towards mine, towards my mother, though a little bit. But I'm glad today she shared that she was light, and actually we didn't had any argument since morning. I mean, and she's just studying by her own. I don't have to tell her that go study, this is your board exam or something. I didn't said anything to her. So this is the shift. My perspectives had shifted that I now remain calm and refrain from reacting negatively to her, which I used to. I used to blame her. So, and I'm really pleased about this thing that she really joined this workshop, and because she really wants to heal. So I'm happy about that. I'm really
So,
happy about that. And
so
one more thing I would like to add on, that I have registered for 360 days of healing for my husband as well, because he is suffering with the kidney failure and he requires a transplant. And from the last 1.5 year, we have been struggling financially because all his money is blocked and the company is not putting up the payments on holds. And I'm really looking forward and hopeful for the healing. Maybe he soon he will overcome his health and his financial karma as well. So I firmly believe that we can heal our karma and alter our destinies. What I understood through this, and I always look forward to be a part of workshop again and again, again, until I'm not like I have that feeling that I have resolved my karmas or I'm peace.
then you will be part
I
of workshops, Ranjita, then on the other side, helping others to go through it.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Yes,
So I'm really
yes.
thankful to Neha ma'am for her guidance and support. I'm really thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for sharing
Thank
this.
you.
It was so heartwarming to, on the next day when, after the first day of the Sacred Karma Healing workshop, on the next day when we were meeting, Ranjita just cried and cried and said, "Ma'am, what do I say? I've never talked heart to heart with my daughter." And we can see Dilshin also over here. She's also here and she's also feeling so emotional about it. Love you, Bacha, and lots of blessings to both of you. And everything falls in place for all of you to such an extent that she also joined us today. So I'm so grateful to both of you to choose this healing journey and be over here. Okay. Do you what happened to you, Dilshin, that you felt that I want to be part of this workshop after seeing your mama? What exactly made you feel that I want to join this? No, can't hear you somehow. No. No, maybe the headphones. I don't know. Yes, now.
In my childhood, we used to stay with our grandparents, and like our family was living together. So my mother and father both used to go for work. So मम्मा पूरा टाइम फुल टाइम के लोगों का जॉब होता था, पापा का भी होता था. तो घर पे आई यूज्ड टू बी अलोन. इवन दो पापा का काम थोड़ा सा ऐसा वो था कि वो घर पे चक्कर लगाते रहते थे, बट समहाउ नहीं नोटिस होता था. तो माय मतलब ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से माय दादू नेवर न्यू कि मेरे साथ क्या हो रहा है. माय दादी यूज्ड टू डिस्ट्रॉय माय मदर, क्योंकि उनके अलग कोई बिगनेस थी क्या थी मेरी मम्मा के टुवर्ड्स, आई डेंट नो. तो वो मम्मा का सारा काम खराब कर देना, डिस्ट्रॉय कर देना. एंड आई वाज जस्ट 2 to 3 years old. So she used to put allegations on me that I destroyed her stuff. I used to do stealing, या मैं सामान खराब कर देती हूँ. एंड माई मदर यूज्ड टू बीट मी बिकॉज शी वाज सो इन स्ट्रेस. तो आई गॉट दैट थिंग दैट कि मेरी मम्मा मेरे पे तो कभी बिलीव करेंगी ही नहीं, वो
Yes. What a
अपना
fact.
गुस्सा निकालेंगी. एंड लाइक इन 2016 वी शिफ्टेड, मतलब हम दिल्ली से शिफ्ट हो गए, वी वेंट टू वाराणसी. बट मेरे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स वहाँ पे भी आ गए. तो व्हेन आई वाज देयर 2015 में अगस्त 5 को मेरे फादर का एक्सीडेंट हुआ था. तो एट दैट टाइम तो माई मम्मा वाज ऑब्वियसली वो हॉस्पिटल में रहती थी, सब कुछ था. आई यूज्ड टू लिव देयर. तो उस टाइम पे मेरी नानी आई थी वहाँ पे. तो शी आस्क्ड माई मदर टू टेक मी टू दिल्ली कि वो मेरा ध्यान रख लेंगी. बट माई दादी रिफ्यूज कि नहीं, ये नहीं जाएगी, मैं इसका ध्यान रखूंगी और सब कुछ. तो आई थॉट कि ठीक है, होगा, सब कुछ होगा. आई वाज 8 years एट दैट टाइम.
You were too young. But yeah, this part I know still because your mom talked about it. What made you join this workshop? What made you feel that, what, I also want to heal myself?
Because she tortured me and hated me at that point of time. उन्होंने ये भी कहा था कि my father will won't come alive from hospital. वो
Oh,
जिंदा नहीं आएंगे. एंड अभी दोबारा किडनी प्रॉब्लम आ गई उनको. तो आई हैव ऑलवेज constant fear that I will lose my parents. And I have a younger sister, so I have a responsibility as well for taking care of her. But when I see कि my mama is recovering, she's changing, वो अपना anger control कर रही है, तो I thought I can do as well. Because I have constant feeling that I shouldn't live. I don't have a right to live. I should be called from God. I don't deserve anything. This is
You
my
do.
constant feeling.
You do, Dilshin, and I'm so glad you've joined this workshop because this is going to change so many things, like how it changed in your mama's life. And my heart goes out to you, बेटा, which इतनी नन्ही सी जान and इतना responsible feel कर रही है सब चीजों के लिए कि क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में, कैसा हो रहा है. So I'm so grateful to you, Dilshin, and to Ranjita, you also, for taking this opportunity to bring this girl to this workshop. You don't know how you have changed the path of her life. So Dilshin, you are going to impact your sister in such a beautiful way. My heart really goes out to you, and I promise you, beta, whenever you need any guidance, I'm there.
Thank you so much.
I'm there. Love you, dear. Love you. Thank you for joining this. Thank you for being here. And I'm so grateful for your presence. This is going to heal so many more people. You make me cry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjita. Thank you so much. So this was about simple thing that we did, simple small thing that we did in our, sacred karma healing workshop that changed so many dynamics for a person. And, the whole family is healing. I mean, I don't know if I had any powers, I would change everything for everyone. But people coming with so much of openness, willingness, being able to see what they need to do is some miracle. Some miracle, okay? All right. Okay. So let me quickly share with you all how you can also be part of this beautiful Sacred Karma Healing Workshop, which is a 3-day workshop where you get 9 hours with me. Like in one-on-one session, usually what happens is that you get limited time with me, a 45-minute session, even though, it goes beyond that. It may go for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. But here you'll get 3 days and 9 hours with me. We work very deeply on so many things that, up until now, you may have not even thought that was possible to work on. All right. So let me share this opportunity with you. If you're meant for it, you will go for it. And I'd love to see you in that. All right. Now, what I've come up with is that simple thing that instead of, the original price for this is usually 45,000. But what I've done is that I'm going to do it for one-on-one price that I'm pricing for session. So you can have all 3 days of workshop with me for 21,000 itself. If you feel called towards it, if you feel that there is some chance of things to change for you, just join this. It's going to be a life changer for you. I commit to your healing and changes that you require in your life. You need to commit to it for yourself. The dates were the same, are 31st March, 1st April, and 4th April. It will be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., just like how these workshops are. Okay. So this is the QR code, and the link also will be shared in the WhatsApp group. And the price is 21,000 only for today. Please go ahead and do that. For one-on-one sessions, our bookings have closed. Also, we are, as I mentioned yesterday itself, we are booked till 15th of April. So you know how long you will wait. Already we have got so many bookings. If you want to go for Sacred Karma Healing Workshop, then it's going to really help you. Go ahead, take this, okay? The price will go up tonight. Also, if you have signed up for one-on-one session and you want to upgrade to the group workshop, you can do that too. Just message Sarita on this number and, she'll help you upgrade from there. So you just need to make a change. That means that you are now saying that, okay, I booked for one-on-one session, but rather I would want to go for Sacred Karma Healing Workshop. If anybody of you feel that, oh, I paid yesterday and what about now today, I want to do this rather, then don't worry. You don't have to pay me extra. You don't have to join this again. You can have your one-on-one session transferred to this workshop. Okay. All right. Okay. So team, please see if there are any questions that you need to answer regarding payments. All right. Okay. All right. Amrita is saying, if I do one-on-one healing session, will that help my family too? Yes, it can help your family as well. A lot of changes can happen over there as well. But if you do Sacred Karma healing session, it has different benefits. If you do one-on-one healing session, the intensity is another level. You get personal time with me. But when you come into the group energy, you are also healing things that you are not even aware of, because group brings up all those energies to heal. Okay, so completely up to you. We have only 15 slots available. And let me tell you this one more thing. For the first 5 to book now, you will also get one-on-one healing session with the lead healer who is trained by me without any additional cost. Because a lot of people feel, nahi, one-on-one karu, ki ye karu, ki one-on-one karu. I don't want to gatekeep anything. I want you to have everything in the best possible way. So go ahead. If you feel that you want one-on-one as well as you want Sacred Karma Healing Workshop, then you can go ahead and just book it. First 5 to book right now will also get one-on-one healing session with lead advisor, lead healer, not advisor, who had been trained by me. Okay. Dates are 31st March, 1st and 4th April, 7 to 10 p.m. All right. Link will be shared in the WhatsApp group itself as well as over here. Okay. Ha, Pooja. If you have paid 21,000, if you want to shift to this, you can do that. Okay. So like Pooja, anybody else? Everybody clear over here that you can shift. You're clear, right? That you can shift. Give me a thumbs up if you're clear on that. Yeah. Okay. I'll take a 5-minute quick break. Till then, you have my payment details, I think, over here. Okay. Do I need to say something? Okay. All right. Give me a 5-minute break. I'll be back. Thank you. All right, we've already got 15 registrations for this. Congratulations, everyone. We will declare the first 5 people soon who are getting this one-on-one session with the lead coach. You know what? My team is telling me, let's increase the number, let more people join in. So we are increasing 5 more seats. If you still want to join, please go ahead and do that. Or if you know someone who would like to join, you can tell them as well. Okay. All right, so somebody is asking what is the difference. So let me quickly take you through this. See, what is the difference between one-on-one healing session and sacred karma healing workshop? In one-on-one, you will have individual time with me, limited to 30 to 45 minutes. Good for you if you have time limitations. मुझे 9 घंटे का टाइम ही नहीं है, तो मेरे को इतने में ही करना है. If you are an introvert, you want to work in private setup and don't want to talk to everyone or share with everyone. You want laser focused on your issue. You are very laser focused on your issue, and if you are completely aware of what you want to resolve exactly. Guessing game कुछ नहीं है, एकदम पता है, तो आप ये ले सकते हो. This focus is only on one issue at a time. मतलब connected है तो सब कुछ heal हो जाता है, but हम focus एक ही issue पे करते हैं. और इन्वेस्टमेंट हायर रहता है बिकॉज हम एक इश्यू पे शॉर्टर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में काम कर रहे हैं. इफेक्टिवनेस में कोई फर्क नहीं है. यू कैन नॉट गो रॉन्ग विथ एनी ऑफ दिस. खाली फर्क ये है कि अगर आप सेक्रेट कर्मा हीलिंग वर्कशॉप कर रहे हो सीरीज, तो यू आर गेटिंग बेनिफिट ऑफ ग्रुप एनर्जी, 9-10 hours of focus time with me in a small group setup. बहुत कम लोग होंगे. Excellent if you are an extrovert and love group energy. Get multiple issues solved in multiple layers. पे काम होता है उसमें. There is no long wait for your session. मतलब अभी ये month end में तो almost 12 दिन में या ऐसे. Today is what? 17, 18. तो 12 दिन में आपका ये workshop शुरू हो जाएगा. So you don't have to wait very long period. And it focuses on multiple issues at one time. ऐसा नहीं कि एक ही चीज पे काम करेंगे. One day, one issue, one whole issue aspect of relationship पे काम होगा. And investment काफी lower है. आपको one-on-one भी मिल रहा है if you paid in first 5. And you can go ahead with that if you feel that this is something that can benefit you. Okay. I hope we are clear how these two things are different. Correct? Right? Okay. Once we finished with this enrollment process, now we are going to head into hot seat session. So I really want to talk to someone. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Roshni, fees the same for the both. Please send messages to everyone, not to me, because I'll not be able to help you. If there is someone in the group over here right now who had been through trauma, which makes you feel like crying all the time. Whenever you think about it, you can't stop crying. And also, you have filled the Google form, by the way, consent form. Then today I would like to talk to you. The only condition that I have is Google form filled and something that you're not able to deal with. Even if you talk about it, you cry. Okay. All right. Ready, all of you, for the session? And after this, we are going to do conscious healing for the guilt, trauma that has been causing you to limit your life to another level. So guilt is going to be addressed today. Guilt is cause of so many punishments you do to yourself through money, through health, through relationships, through career, through anything that you're going through. By the way, that's my dad. He just got interested and came here. We all can say hi to him. Bada hi kiya. Hello. Okay. ठीक. You know, there were times when my father would say, वो laptop खोल के ना बातें करती है सबसे. He didn't know what I was doing. Now he likes to sit in these sessions. Okay. Okay. What if we don't want to share the problem in public group healings? Will we have chat room? I think personally this can be answered. I don't understand the question completely, but please note the name Anushka has this question and maybe Shilpa can reach out to her. Okay? Okay.
Ma'am
Chal.
is asking karma, sacred karma healing.
Ha, I got it. So we will see. We'll get in touch with her. Just note the name. Okay? All right. Uncle Ji, Jai Shri Krishna. Okay. Deepthi is saying, I'm not still able to. Deepthi, if you are interested, we will see how we can make you understand this. Don't worry. Deepthi Bhadwaj wants to understand. Okay. Okay. All right. Chalo. ठीक है. I'll close my eyes. Choose one person. Type me if you want to get selected for the hot seat. As I mentioned, if you have the issue, when you talk about it, you start crying. We are going to change that forever. श्वेता तिवारी. कल कपिल शर्मा था, आज श्वेता तिवारी है.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. श्वेता जी कैसे हैं आप?
Yes, I am okay. But both the times I got, yesterday I got 20 points and today I got 18 points.
Very high, very high. Okay. All right, lovely. So tell me, what is happening that you want to resolve? You have a trauma that if you talk about, you start feeling like, you will die or like it kills you within. You can't talk
Yes,
about it and you start
after marriage,
crying.
I went through health issue and currently also I'm going through health issues. So I have to face some many problems in my with my in-laws due to my health issues. So that every event that I spend with them always traumatized me. and even the call is coming on my phone, I gets disturbed, or I have to make a call to them to talk to them, or even I the place they are living right now, it is my birthplace. I fear from that place if someone is taking the name of that place. So
ओह,
I am
हार्ट पेन्स आते हैं, हार्ट पेन्स
yeah,
आते हैं आपको। अच्छा, एक
yes.
इंसिडेंट बताइए जो हुआ था, जो आपको अनबेरेबल लगता है।
Like in at the time of COVID, I was with my in-laws. At that time, I got some issue with my health, and at first at all the whole all the means that time it was lockdown, first lockdown. So in that health condition, I have to manage my kids, and I have to deal with them, and they were not giving me proper treatment at that time. Even at home, I have to deal with bad situations, and means it was I was thinking that when I will come out from this house and from this condition. So three
Okay.
4 months were very panic for me, and that still are in my heart and in my mind. So I told you that even a call is from there, or I have to make a call, uh, but I freeze. I cannot complain to them. I don't react to them
I will,
due to
I
that,
will help
because
you to, I'll help you to remove this trauma. Anyone else who, if trying to talk about what situation they went through, they will start crying, literally crying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hmm. So what I need is a situation that you will have to tell me, like how Shweta explained me the situation, okay? कि ऐसा हुआ था, ये हुआ था. Like in my last workshop, there was a girl who said that, I had been traumatized by my own mother and sister. I lost my father when I was 16, and then she started just crying. What all happened with her, what mother did, what sister did, how sister died, and everything like that. So anybody who feel that, that kind of trauma, why I'm saying that, I don't intend to make you cry, but why I'm saying that shows the intensity of the trauma. Okay, all right, okay, okay,
actually
okay.
I'm
Shweta,
facing this problem since 14 years. So now
अब
it
रोना
is
नहीं आता है।
my
हाँ,
yeah.
रोना नहीं आता, नहीं नहीं,
Next
डोंट वरी,
thing,
यू
but
स्टिल,
yeah.
ये स्टिल सॉल्व होगा, हम स्टिल आपको हील करेंगे, डोंट वरी, ठीक है।
Even in my dreams, I cannot sleep. There is a fear that I have to go to that place in festivals and everywhere. Means for matlab, that days are very horrible for me.
कोई बात नहीं, हम देखते हैं हम क्या करते हैं, ठीक है श्वेता जी। कैन वी हैव गुरिंदर, you be on call and you do what I said to you do, okay श्वेता जी, इट विल हील।
Yes.
आपको उनकी कॉल आके, आपको देख के जो आपको ऐसे ऐसे कुछ होता ना यहाँ पे, वो नहीं होगा। हाय गुरिंदर, यस
Can you hear me now?
यस, all right. Is there some
Yeah.
trauma that you're facing? Have you filled the form, by the way, first of all?
Yes, I've done that. Neha, I've done that.
Okay, yeah, tell
So,
me.
uh, so it's been like almost 30 years that I have been staying with my husband. He had multiple relationship with many women, all throughout. My children, they are here, we've been staying with him. I tried a number of times, getting out of the situation, but I could never get out of it. So now the point is that I suffered for 30 years. It's now my children, who have just, I was hearing that girl talking about the whole story. My sons are going through the same thing. They have nightmares, they have depression, I could just relate to her. And despite everything, neither things are changing in my end, nor anything is getting better. So I'm stuck in a place called Bihar, despite having all the qualifications to move out. I am really looking forward. I did the last class also with you. Then I filled up for 1-on-1, but because my husband only had undergone he had a heart attack, so I had to serve him also. And then again I did this, and now I've requested the team to put me on the 3 hours, the 3 days workshop, so
3 days
that
workshop. We'd
I'm
love to
really
help you.
looking forward. What is it that is stopping me? What is it? And when I suffered, and I only prayed to God was, let my children not suffer. But the suffering going to my children, and I am not able to do anything for them. I am restless. It's like my soul is trapped, and I I'm looking for a solution for them, and that's how I reached out to you.
Yes, I understand. So, is there any one particular situation that if you talk about, you can't control yourself and you'll start crying?
Yes,
Because
it
we
is.
want to change the
It
trauma.
is.
Tell me about it.
It is now that the suffering that I suffered is now being passed on to my children. I can't take it. I just can't take it. I cry every day. I am shattered every day. I just can't. I mean, like, this is such a huge pain. A weird guilt comes to me every night when I go to the bed, when I see my children. Now, my son is like 26. He needs a lot of support. And my parents didn't accept me back because they said, you are married, you took your own decision. So let your husband do it. So I'm nowhere now. I mean, like they said, tumhara ghar hai, tumhara usme hissa, whatever that,
I
classical
get it.
stuff.
I get it. I
And
get
I'm
it.
nowhere. I've lived my whole life. I've given my whole life. I just thought probably my children would be comfortable. And now I see that pain transcending to them. And that's why I've reached out to you. I really want this to get over, whatever,
Yes,
whatever.
yes, yes. So, like Shweta, I would like you to also do what I exactly asked you to do as we are in this session. Where is Rupashri from yesterday? Do we have Rupashri here? Do we have Rupashri? Yes. Or Dilshin, you would want to work?
The letter burning, ma'am, it really worked, ma'am. I really felt at peace yesterday night, ma'am.
चलो कल से आप बेटर हो. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू कैन सी दैट कल से ये थोड़े बेटर है आज रोज करना है हाँ? नहीं तो आऊंगी मैं. आप कहाँ रहते हो?
Ma'am, basically I'm from Kolkata, but I work in Patna, ma'am. Indira Gandhi
तो
Institute
मैं
of Medical Science.
फिर मैं पटना आऊंगी फिर. ठीक है.
But ma'am, sure. This is
आज
my
उसको आज
quarter.
रूपश्री को वो ट्रॉमा नहीं है. नहीं तो आज मैं उनके साथ करती. लेट्स हैव दिलशन इफ शी इज ओके विद.
Yes, I want to share, ma'am, two things. 2 to 3 minutes, ma'am. Like, why yesterday I couldn't control, ma'am. I was too much overwhelmed, and I was actually given a indecent proposal by the ex-director who had recruited me initially when I had joined
फिर उनको
this
लेटर
institution.
लिखा. फिर उनको लेटर आपने
मैम एकदम कल एकदम लिखा, आज भी
एकदम गाली
लिखूंगी.
वाली फुल ऑन. हीलिंग का मतलब
पूरा
ये
मैं
नहीं है कि इमोशंस को दबाना. हीलिंग का मतलब है कि पूरा
नहीं
फाड़ के निकाल दो.
मैम कल पूरा एकदम पूरा लिखे हैं, मतलब जम के लिखे हैं मैडम, जम के. तो इसीलिए मैडम आई एम स्माइलिंग टुडे. एंड मैम वो इंडिसेंट प्रपोजल था टू बी हिज बेडमेट टू कंटिन्यू विद माय पीएचडी एंड टू गेट इन कैंपस अकोमोडेशन, मैम. तो इसके लिए आई वाज टोल्ड टू बी हिज बेडमेट. मैम 2011 की बात बता रही हूँ मैं, जो आपको बता रही हूँ. 14 years कल मैं आपको बोल रही थी. तो यही है मैडम. एंड उसके बाद मैम आई वाज डिमोटेड, आई वाज टर्मिनेटेड बाय हिम ओनली, नॉट द बोर्ड, बट बाय हिम ओनली. देन उसी का केसेस मैं लड़ रही थी. तो हिज मिस्ट्रेसेस हैज फिजिकली अब्यूज्ड मी. हिज लाइक ब्रदर इन लॉ वाज द डीजीपी ऑफ बिहार. तो आई वाज पिक्ड
फिर
अप
पीछे पड़
फॉर
गए.
गेटिंग एनकाउंटर्ड. तो मर्डर अटेम्प्ट हुआ, फिर सुइसाइडल अटेम्प्ट. मैम बहुत कुछ हो
यानी
गया मेरे ऊपर
रूपश्री ये
से.
सेम बात कर रही थी तो क्या एनर्जी थी और आज क्या एनर्जी है? हाउ मेनी कैन सी दैट?
यस.
लवली टू सी रूपश्री एंड आई एम सो ग्लैड. कभी सोचना मत गिव अप करने का. जब गिव अप करने का मन करे ना तो मुझे कांटेक्ट करना है. ठीक है.
पक्का मैडम, बिल्कुल करूंगी मैडम, पक्का. थैंक यू सो मच मैम. थैंक यू.
So let us work with Dilshin today. I don't know. I just remembered that what this girl actually is having so much trauma. Let's work with her. Can we have Dilshin? Yes. You want to do this, Dilshin? You okay with that? चलो okay. आपने फॉर्म भरा है ना बेटा?
हाँ जी मैम.
ठीक है चलो. So see, right now you were talking about what you were talking about your grandparents and you were feeling so upset. So that incident where your grandparents actually told you that you know what you will never have your father alive back and all of that was breaking you. Can you tell me what exactly happened? What words they used? So I'll help you break your trauma. Okay.
मैम द वे आई टोल्ड यू कि मैं उनके साथ ही रह रही थी हमारे ही घर में, विच वॉज एक्चुअली माई, मतलब मेरे पापा उस घर का रेंट भर रहे हैं, हम उस घर में रह रहे हैं. तो इट इज़ माई होम एक तरीके से, क्योंकि वो मेरे पापा के अर्निंग का घर है. तो आई वॉज नॉट अलाउड टू टेक टू एनी थिंग एट दैट हाउस. मेरे जो कपड़े थे वो सारे मेरी दादी ने उठा के अपनी बुआ मतलब मेरी बुआ की बेटी को दे दिए. आई हैड नो क्लोथ्स टू वेयर इवन आफ्टर हैविंग सो मेनी क्लोथ्स. शी बीटेड मी, शी थ्रेटेंड मी कि अगर मैं मम्मा या किसी को बताती हूँ तो my father won't come alive. He will be, because obviously doctor said that there's only 5% chance he will be alive. I already had that fear of losing him, and then she said that he won't come alive. I tried to tell mama, but somehow नहीं बता पाती थी मैं, क्योंकि वो खुद इतना ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस में रहती थी कि मेरे मुंह से निकलती ही नहीं थी वो बात. And one day,
समझ ले लिया जहाँ पे आप खुद वो सिचुएशन से फाइट करने लगे, है ना, अकेले अकेले. ठीक है, क्लोज योर आईज. टेल मी व्हाट यू वर टेलिंग, दैट वन लाइन यू वर ट्राइंग टू से. प्लीज टेल मी.
पापा जी प्लीज पापा को ले आओ ताकि सब कुछ ठीक हो जाए.
I know. All right, close your eyes. Somewhere in your head it just went very deep down that you'll lose your father. You feel that curse is for real and it's going to happen.
Yes.
Close your eyes, Dilshin. And whatever happened that day, whatever that lady that your grandmother told you, whatever things that happened, I just want you to see as it just happened the way it happened. And everyone, Shweta, Gurinder, Rupashri, anybody else over here going through any trauma, do this along with Dilshin, okay? All of you will benefit equally well. Don't worry. So, Dilshin, are you able to see that? Yeah. Now I need you to just remove colors from there. Can you remove?
Yes.
Remove colors. Make everything black and white. दादी के कपड़े, आपके कपड़े, आपकी बुआ के कपड़े, बुआ के बच्चों के कपड़े, आपके कपड़े जो उन्होंने दे दिए वो सब, पापा का जो भी हुआ था, everything make it black and white. हो गया black and white?
हाँ जी.
ठीक है. जब हो जाए you can nod your head, okay? Lovely. अभी इसको रिवाइंड कर दो. ऐसे ही रिवाइंड करो जैसे आप देख रहे हो ना, वैसे ही रिवाइंड कर दो. जो वहां से शुरू हुआ ना उसके बदले जहां खत्म हुआ लास्ट थिंग्स जो आपको याद है वहां से बैक 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 चलते जाओ. You're very brave. Let us all send lot of loving healing energies to Dilshin. It's not time to feel weak, it's time to feel strong. Humanity is going through so much, it's time to help them heal. Bring compassion, not pain, in your hearts for Dilshin. Bring compassion, bring love, bring healing energies for her. Do not bring any kind of sadness. You will only add to her troubles. She is here today, willing to heal. Let us send her the loving healing energies. Once you have rewind it, beta, fast forward it again in your mind. I promise you, this will end for you. This trauma should go. Fast forward it. Yes, wonderful. Bring it out, bring it, all of it out. It's your time to heal, beta. No more suffering. Express all that you're feeling. Now imagine that your dadi is in front of you. And tell her what you feel like telling. Tell her everything you want to tell. You can use all the words you want to use. No one is going to judge you.
Please, please. पापा को छोड़ दो प्लीज.
Yes.
प्लीज हमें जीने दो प्लीज.
Yes.
मैंने सारा कुछ किया आपके लिए, बहुत मेहनत की, को छोड़ दो प्लीज, छोड़ दो।
Lovely, wonderful. Yes. Scream at her if you want to. Nobody is judging you. You're free. This is a safe space.
मैं नहीं चिल्ला सकती अब पर, मुझे नहीं सिखाया मेरे पापा भी नहीं है।
See, in this stressful time also, you're remembering what your parents have taught you.
प्लीज छोड़ दो, प्लीज छोड़ दो, मैं जीना दो प्लीज।
अब उन्होंने जो भी कर्सेस आपको दिए हैं उसको एक सिंबल में टर्न कर दो, कोई सिक्का, कोई त्रिशूल, whatever. और वो सारे कर्सेस उनको वापस दे दो, ऐसे वो सामने खड़ी, उनके हाथ में दे दो वापस। Now put your right hand on your head and left on your chest, on your heart space, and say this, Dalshin, that whatever you sent my way, I'm sending it back to you with love.
Whatever you send my way, I send back to you with love.
I cut all my cords with you.
I cut all my cords with you.
I let go of you from my life and my energy.
I let go of you from my life and energy.
May you get wisdom
May you get wisdom
to be a better person.
to be a better person.
And so be it.
And so be it.
Lovely. Now pick up a pen and paper, Dilshin, and write a letter to your Dadi. And to all of you who is feeling any negativity towards anyone, now you will say, वापस relationship, but relationship ही तो सबसे बड़ा मसला है ना लाइफ में। तो आपको पता है दिलशिन की मेंटल हेल्थ, फिजिकल हेल्थ, उसकी स्टडीज, उसके ट्रॉमा रिस्पॉन्सेस सब कनेक्टेड है ये एक इंसान के साथ। हम ट्रॉमा के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, इंसान के साथ नहीं। All our near ones are our karmic relationships, and they've come to give us pain, suffering. And all we have to choose is to heal ourselves. We can't stop people. Imagine the odds Darshan is over here today to receive all of yours and ask blessings, to heal this. That's what is important. What happened with her is not important. Slowly, she is feeling better. She's coming back to her senses and in her body. So will all of you. Yes. Once you write that letter, Dilshin, I want you to write a letter to your father as well. Once you finish this, I want you to write a letter to your dad as well. Maybe there are things where you feel a little guilty about how he is and what he is going through. Maybe you feel it's your fault. That's why your daddy cursed you. Yes, you're getting better. Lovely, wonderful. How are you feeling? Little better? Yes. I've done the healing for you. When are your exams, Pita? हो गए exams?
नहीं मैम, कल एक है, उसके बाद भी 3 और है.
ठीक है. तो 31st को ज्वाइन करोगे एक दिन के लिए? ठीक है. That's my gift to you. Only if you accept it, that's okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Right. अभी क्यों रोना आ रहा है? गिफ्ट वापस ले लो.
नहीं.
अच्छा, अभी के अभी उठो, हेडफोन्स निकालो, वो दोनों लेटर्स जला के फ्लश करके वापस आओ. Then we will talk. Let us all send beautiful energies to Dilshan. She's just going to, nothing can get worse from here. It only gets better. It only gets better. We are all holding her in that space. Okay. She made us all cry today, but she's never going to cry. Okay. Let's send that vibes to her. It's so loving and so encouraging to see that, she wants to heal and she took up this step. People of her age, they will go into drugs, they will want to kill themselves or do all stupid things that you cannot even think of. Yeah. So bless her soul. She's meant for something really big, really big. Yeah. Lovely. All right, everyone. All of you have written a letter. I want you to write down a name of a person you may be feeling guilty with about anything. Okay? And write a letter to that person. All of you do this. Okay? Yes, Swapnil, you can write a letter to yourself. Somebody whom you are feeling guilty with regarding anything. Okay? Okay, write a letter to the person you feel guilty towards. Bas itna hi. It's okay even if the person is alive or dead, write a letter. This is to remove the trauma you have. This girl, Dilshin, more than anger towards her dadi, she is so much afraid about her own father. And she feels, what if my dadi's words come true? Nobody wants to lose that. My father is 80, I don't lose him. Nobody wants to lose their parents, right? Correct? Ever. That is what is making her feel guilty, even thinking about it, that I'm thinking that my father will die. That is also something she may feel guilty about. So all of you, whoever is going through any kind of guilt, write a letter to that person, because that's a trauma response you all are having. The guilt of not being able to protect her father, not being able to send for her own family at the age of 18. She's so guilty that she feels I have responsibility of my younger sister, of my father, of my mother. She's burdened on here. The whole world is on her shoulders as if. And the guilt is I can't do anything about it. So we have to address that. Okay? Yeah. You can write the letter to yourself, to anybody you are guilty towards, not to all. What a heartwarming session today. Now imagine they are standing in front of you. Put the letter aside. Don't worry about the letter. Imagine that they are in front of you. Some of you may feel heavy right now. Don't worry. Be with the process. You'll feel better. Tell them everything that you are feeling, everything that you want to say. Just tell them. Now imagine that you're only 3 months left with them. So tell them everything that you wish to. I know it can be tough to even imagine right now, but just go ahead and do it. Trust me, trust the process. Just surrender to the process. Now imagine they have only 1 month left with you. I'll tell them all that you wish to. Now imagine there is only 1 week left with that person. Tell them anything and everything. Don't hold back anything. And now only 1 day left. It's time for you all to part ways. And I imagine that that person whom you were talking to has dissolved and holds nothing against you. Let go of them completely. Now imagine that in your heart space there is a beautiful garden, and that person whom you were talking to and yourself have become just 5-year old and are playing in that garden. Maybe it's a beach, hill station, or a garden. We are holding hands, skipping, hopping around, playing with that person happily, giggling, talking to each other. And now always know that that safe space, your garden that you have created, you'll always have them in your heart space, ready with you, to play with you, to talk to you, to share with you, to enjoy every moment with you. They've never gone away. They're always there with you in your heart space, in that beautiful garden, very safe, very secure, very happy, very joyful, laughing, giggling, immersed in all the divinity and love. Give them a tight hug. Tell them that you are there anytime they want to meet you. And as day ends, you part ways, they go to sleep, and you come back to your room in the present moment. Take a deep breath in and open your eyes when you feel ready. Can I have Saraswati? That's okay. Don't stop from crying. Whom did you talk to, Saraswati? Would you
I
like to share?
couldn't even write. I was not able to write. I just did something different.
I know.
I
Will you
was
burn this
talking.
letter and flush this letter?
And
Whom did you talk to?
Papa,
Your papa?
ma'am, we were
Wonderful.
very close. I was in Mumbai. Used to leave for my work at around 6:30 or 7 a.m. Come back around 8 p.m. And I was having week off on Saturdays and Sundays. So on Friday nights, because I know I do not have to wake up and go to office, I used to talk to my papa. Like, we used to talk for late nights, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I used to talk to him about any topic. Like, I was telling him when I met my husband, like, we met at railway station, and suddenly I felt a connect that I know him since ages. And very quickly we decided to get married. So I was asking my father, what do you think? How should I behave with my husband when we
You
got
miss your
married?
father,
Or
Saraswati.
yeah, yeah, ma'am, it was my birthday on 13th February, and I came from office very late. I slept early, and my Didi, Jiju, and some friends, they came around 12 a.m. to cut the birthday cake. They were knocking the door, but they were calling me. I was sleeping. I slept and I could not open it. And my father started yelling, "What is this? They were waiting for your cake." And I was very angry. क्या है यार, ये ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हो?
ये
Like
guilt,
बच्चे
ये
होते हैं.
guilt, ये guilt.
हाँ, and that was my last birthday with him. It was on 13th February, and on 15th of February, like, my birthday is on
Were you,
Saraswati
were
Puja.
you, were you able to see him in your heart space?
Ma'am, I see him all the time. Like, I feel I look like him. I don't know whether it is true or not, but I feel I look like him. And he
Did you
always,
connect with your father today? Did you see him in your heart space as a small child?
yes, ma'am.
Did you did you
I
tell him did you tell him how much you miss him? Did you play with him?
told him मुझे आपसे बात करना है
what
वापस. Ma'am, I think he used to see his mother figure also in me because मुझे ऐसा फील होता है because when I was born his mother was not there, she was no more, but somehow he thought कि I am his mother born at his home.
Yes, yes. So I'll tell you something, Saraswati. You will be on tomorrow's call.
Ma'am,
I
I
want
can't
you.
cry.
No, it's okay. That's okay. Today, a lot of you will not be able to stop crying. How
Ma'am,
many of you understand?
Ma'am, when he was in coma for 3 weeks, he had this brain hemorrhage on 15th. 13th was my birthday, and on 15th he had this brain hemorrhage. Right, one day 16th was Saraswati Puja. That was my Tithi wala birthday. A day before it, so I could not talk to him. मैं ऑफिस से आई नहीं घर और घर पहुंची उसके just 5 minutes पहले ही had this brain hemorrhage. But on his last day, when the doctor were doing this CPR, I held his hand in the ICU. I told him, ठीक है, मुझे पता है आप बहुत सफर कर रहे हो, 3 हफ्ते से बहुत सफर किया और हम लोगों ने हमारे कारण आपको रोक के रखा है. He was not happy with the old body. He wanted to be young and he wanted to run and do everything. So he said, मेरा body मुझे support नहीं कर रहा. So I told him, मुझे पता है आप शायद हमारे लिए रुके हो. Don't worry, I will take care of everything and you can go. And the moment I say you can leave and just leave this thing and be free. And I saw his pulses were straight line. The moment I spoke the word, holding his hand. But I didn't cry.
You fulfilled your dharma, so you didn't cry. But what
I
is
tried
happening
my
is,
best.
yes, you tried your best, but what is happening with you right now is that you miss him and you feel little guilty about how and why you talk like that to him on your birthday. That was your last birthday. Don't worry, tomorrow you will be so much more fresher. So many of you over here who are feeling that you are not able to control your tears. That's natural and normal. To hold this back is going to harm you so much more. ये मत सोचना कि अरे ये वर्कशॉप में रुला रहे हैं, ये कैसा है, ये रो नहीं रहे हो, वही प्रॉब्लम है. How many of you agree that you not being able to express your emotions, not being able to, feel that actually the raw emotions that are stuck within you is actually harming you? Let it unleash. रो लो आज. You have my permission. रो लो आज. कोई पूछे ना तो बोलो पागल हूं मैं, बस मुझे रोना है. रो लो जितना मन करे रो लो. ठीक है, पर निकाल दो अपने अंदर से. How would your father like to see you, Saraswati?
Ma'am, he was very proud of me. We had 3 sisters and he was very
But
proud
how
of
would he
me.
like to see you right now also?
Sorry?
How would he like to see you right now also? Happy, joyous, healthy, right? Not crying behind him, but celebrating. So these tears are not the cause of any type of misery. They are the cause of the coming joy that you are going to experience in your life. Already you are feeling lighter. See, I can see that. Everyone over here, promise me you are going to please burn and flush this letter. Please, please, please do that. Please. You are also going to put a ball of water, open ball of water beside you. Okay? Where you sleep. So, Neelam, add this, okay? Add this to the homework. All right? Such a beautiful, powerful day today. Such a beautiful, powerful, heartwarming day today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I was not expecting this.
बहुत अनएक्सपेक्टेड चीजें होगी, बट अच्छा होगा.
Like मुझे कभी बुरा नहीं लगा when he left because I know he do not wanted to be old. He wanted to be young. Like he wanted to.
So you
मैं
felt कि हाँ उनको चाहिए था वो मिला ना. I'm happy for him.
हाँ. The only thing is कि I could not talk to him nicely before that.
आज के बाद आप वो फील नहीं करोगे. आप जब भी उनको याद करोगे ना वो छोटे बच्चे की तरह याद करोगे.
He was a kid only with me.
But that 5-year-old whom you are playing with. ठीक है. Yes, Harinder. Thank you so much, Sarus.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know, I had a very similar situation. You can hear me?
I can.
I had a very similar situation with my dad, and I was not with him on the last day. When he passed, I was not there.
Were you able to see him as a small child in your heart space?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Promise me you are going to, whatever, you have written a letter to
Yes.
him.
Yes.
Okay, you are going to burn and flush that letter.
Yes.
Lovely, wonderful, great. I promise you all. है अभी
Where
जो
do
चल
we
रहा
put the bowl? Where do we put the bowl of water?
तब आपको ग्रुप में ना पूरा मैसेज भेजा जाएगा. आफ्टर दिस विल ओपन द ग्रुप फॉर फीडबैक फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, बिकॉज आई नीड टू नो फ्रॉम यू कहाँ है क्या है कितना मैं ट्राई करूं, मैं पढ़ नहीं पाती हूँ. नॉट फॉर Q&A बट फॉर द फीडबैक. What happened actually, the raw energy that we have all dealt with today. अगर कल से आज आपको लगा मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 टाइम्स है कल जो किया उससे आज. कल हमने जो किया हरिंदर जी उससे आज जो किया वो मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 टाइम्स है.
It's much stronger, yes.
मच स्ट्रॉन्गर. अब कल के लिए वेट करो अब.
Okay. All right. I'm
And
looking forward.
at the end of fourth day, I promise you, if you give yourself 100% into this processes, you will be free and light like a feather.
Okay, I just have a question, please. The
We are
day
not taking questions.
just one quick question. The three workshops that you're doing together for three situations. I'm traveling that day. Do you have any other later on coming?
You join, something will come up for you and you will be able to do it. Don't worry so much.
Okay.
अगर दूसरा होगा तो उसमें हम आपको जो करना है अगर वहां पे एडजस्टमेंट तो कर देंगे. यू डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, यू जॉइन. वी हैव
Alright.
सीन व्हेन पीपल मेक दैट इंटेंट कुछ ना कुछ हमको लगेगा कि अरे टिकट कहाँ से चेंज होगा, पर हमने मिरेकल्स देखे. यू जॉइन.
Okay.
चलो.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
Thank
You
you.
can write as many letters you want to. And this has been such an amazing day. I can't thank you all enough, specifically and especially our lovely Dilshin over here. Such a brave girl. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. And all of us over here love you, Dilshin. And there is no dearth of love outside over there. So don't look at that one person to feel bad. Look at all of us and feel good. Okay? Look at that smile. Wonderful. Great. Tell me, Ritika. Both letters are to be burnt, yes. All right.
Hello,
Both
ma'am.
letters are to be burnt. बाकी सारे instructions आपको वहां पे मिल जाएंगे ग्रुप में. Yes, Ritika.
Hi, ma'am. First of all, I'll be very honest. I thought that I've healed myself for the last 2.5 years. I've been doing this healing journey of mine. And I did not know up until today, right now, few minutes ago, that I'm still carrying a lot of traumas and a lot of pain within me. I have written 2 letters. एक में पूरा गुस्सा निकाला है और एक में पूरा गिल्ट के साथ प्यार निकाला है. एक लेटर है जो मेरे हस्बैंड के लिए है. I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk. Sorry. I'm trying my best. I'm not sure if I'll be able to
That's
just.
completely okay. सब रोए हैं आज. आज ना सबको मैंने रुलाया, बट कोई मुझे बद्दुआ नहीं देने वाला है. सब मुझे ये बोले अच्छा किया, अच्छा भला हो तेरा, जो भी चक्कर पड़े तेरा अच्छा ही पड़े. आई प्रॉमिस यू कि मुझे पता है आप सब रोए हो, सब रोने वाले हो. सब कुछ होगा. कल तक आपको ये भी लगेगा कुछ मुझे हैवीनेस लग रही है, किसी को बहुत लाइट एज फेदर लगेगा. आई एम देयर. आई एम होल्डिंग दिस स्पेस फॉर यू. डोंट वरी.
I have like mixed emotions.
Yes, it was
So
cathartic.
sorry.
I
I have mixed emotions. I don't know how to start and where to start. I married my husband in 2013. I left my mom at home because obviously jana hai. I was in Delhi, he was in Bombay, so I had to go. And उससे पहले मेरी मम्मी की तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी, बट उसके बाद उनको स्ट्रोक आया था एक्चुअली. उसके बाद मैं
उनको लेटर लिखा आपने?
हाँ, मैंने उनको लेटर लिखा. एंड अभी भी सो आई एम बैक टू दिल्ली बिकॉज माय हस्बैंड एंड आई आर नॉट living together anymore. And I know that I have done so much for him to an extent where I have kind of left my family, I went to him, and वहां जाके मुझे कैसा ट्रीटमेंट मिला.
वहां एंगर निकाला और यहाँ गिल्ट निकाला है ना. Lovely. I want to see you tomorrow and I want to see how you're feeling tomorrow, Ritika. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am, for sure.
Lovely.
Thank you so
Lots of
much.
love. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Please वो letters डलाना.
I will.
Flush करना.
I will, ma'am.
चलो. जो भी नहीं जलाएगा और फ्लश नहीं करेगा ना, उनको फिर ना मैं करने वाली हूँ फाइन ₹5,000. 5 कम लग रहा है तो 15 कर देती हूँ। यस यस कृति।
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello, ma'am. Thing is, what I realized yesterday and today, both days, I wasn't able to write things. Like I was able to write till the time you, there was just explanatory things. But when I had to write a letter, my hands go numb. Even while talking to you, I have this heaviness and pounding over here. I do not know. I otherwise write poetries, but by writing letters to those people who have
Don't force yourself. That's okay.
traumatized.
That's okay. We are still doing the healings for everyone ना, तो उसमें भी जो होगा वो होगा. But आपको जब palpitation हो रहा है इसके लिए have you seen doctor? ये पहली बार हो रहा है.
No, ma'am. I've had severe trauma. I've had whole nervous system dysregulation.
Yes.
And I get seizure-like symptoms. And I had love marriage. And my husband is sitting by my side right now. He's a lovely, caring person. But I was on cloud 9 when we were getting married. Immediately after my marriage, it was like falling down from cloud 9 because of my in-laws. My mother-in-law showed an entirely different charismatic personality of her. We were like Roka fight for 1 year, and even before that, 6 months was an unofficial period where our parents had fixed our match. All that 1.5 years, she was entirely a different personality. And
कोई बात नहीं. अभी आप वो पास्ट को याद करेंगे और ट्रॉमा होगा. You write the letter to that.
more than recalling what I wanted to discuss, when I start to write, I am not able to write.
That is okay. That is okay if you're not able to write because you're.
When I write, like I had numbed fingers. Like even today,
It's a
my
trauma
hands
response बेटा.
tremble.
वो ट्रेमा रिस्पॉन्स से आप फ्रीज हो जा रहे हो. कोई बात नहीं. लिख नहीं पा रहे हो तो बोल के बता दो उनको जो भी आपको बोलना है. एंड देन टेक सॉल्ट वाटर बाथ. इतना करोगे. और बाकी सबको भी मैंने बोला है सॉल्ट में पानी में पैर भिगाना एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट 5 दिन करना
मैंने
है वो
एक
सब.
बार रिकॉर्डिंग्स की थी बोल के.
हाँ रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं करनी है बच्चा. और कभी
मैंने
देखनी नहीं
डिलीट
है.
कर दी थी.
नहीं नहीं बोलना है और वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं करना है और कभी देखना तो कभी नहीं. मैं इसीलिए तो ये जलवा रही हूँ कि जला दो भाई. उस ये लेटर जो आप लिख रहे हो उसको बैठ के पढ़ना मत भाई
Ma'am,
कोई भी.
maybe I don't know. Maybe I've just discussed this with my husband, but I feel I somewhere fear it from him too, that uh, I have felt it in me that maybe he gets offended if I speak things, or
Could be. Could be.
maybe in past I could not, even while I write other
So
things.
फोन रहता था आपका. You were phone response, trauma phone response. You want to please
Since
everyone.
childhood, what I feel, because I think I've been brought up by people pleasing parents. And I have childhood trauma history as well, molestation as well.
Yes, I could sense that, dear. I could sense. That's why
And
you have such response whenever you feel attacked. So that's what you are going through.
I
You
had
do
to
you do this what I've told you to. Okay, talk it out, and then take a salt water bath and see what happens. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. You'll come. Wonderful, great, lovely. Thank you for sharing this. Don't worry, we have you. We got you. Okay, we are going to work on it together. Okay, take it. Yes, Harishri.
Yeah, hi ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, actually, I wrote a letter like to my brother. So much of anger is still there. I mean, I can sense it. Like previously, I thought it is like, okay, maybe I have released, like I let go, I forgive him, something and all. It was there. But when
How
I,
many of you have tried to forgive people whom you are angry with and failed horribly? I have failed. So I would
yeah,
never suggest to forgive anyone, please, huh? Don't try
I
that.
was not able to do that also properly. I know it's
करो
like
भी
I
मत
did
करो भी
some.
मत मैं डे 4 को बताने वाली हूँ कि ग्रेटिट्यूड फॉरगिवनेस क्यों दे आर ब्यूटीफुल पर क्यों काम नहीं करता आई एम गोइंग टू टीच दैट टेल दैट एंड व्हाट एल्स यू कैन डू इज व्हाट आई विल टेल यू ओके
Yeah, then it's like when I was doing that exercise and writing, like speaking with him, I was literally like so much anger, like my body is feeling it.
शिवरिंग
Yeah, shivering.
हाँ
My cough muscles
बताओ
are.
आप कितने कितने इमोशन स्टोर करके रखे सबने यू कांट इमेजिन it's so nice that today you took this chance to release that you'll feel much better.
Yeah, I did that. And sometimes I feel like maybe I'm feeling this much anger. Like he is also going through some problems, but maybe because I'm feeling this much anger, I don't know. Maybe I am somewhere I am causing that problem. That guilt is also there in me. Like I wrote two letters, but only to that person only. But it's like so much is there. It's not coming out. It's like something holding up. It's affecting us.
Yeah, I know. But you write this letter for next 3 days to your brother, like how I've told everyone. So write this anger letter. Everybody, please, बहुत anger ये ग्रुप को खास मैं ऑब्जर्व कर रही हूँ बहुत गिल्ट बहुत एंगर है एंड these are very good times to release. Okay, ये बहुत टफ टाइम है ये रेट्रोग्रेड वाला बट ये बहुत अच्छा टाइम भी है कि आप रिलीज कर दो एंड लकीली you have me who is going to handhold you, help you wherever required. Take that opportunity. ठीक है?
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, Shweta ji.
Hi Neha ji, કેમ છો?
મજામાં છીએ. How are you?
મજામાં છું. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I shared about my father yesterday, if you remember, and I shared about a few things like how I don't feel supported by the male entities in my life. So I started my day today by writing a letter to my father, and I burnt it and I flushed it. I wrote a letter to my ex-husband also who abandoned me when I was 6 months pregnant. And उनके इसमें तो मैंने सारी गंदगी निकाल दी अब जाके मैं burn करूंगी. The guilt letter also I wrote to my father because somewhere or the other I feel that मेरे बचपन में मेरी वजह से मेरे कुछ करने की वजह से उनका financial loss हुआ था ये मुझे लगता है. I I wrote the letter to him and then when you made us do that exercise, when you kept doing the countdown to someone dissolving.
Yes.
I don't feel guilty about it, but I told him that, let's let go of each other. In this life, I don't know what was the reason that you became my father. From where I see you did not do your job well. Uh, I'm releasing you, you release me, let's never meet. As parents or as anything unpleasant in this life. And I'm happy that you're good. That's what happened. And then when you asked us to go into that garden, me playing with him as a child, as children, what I could tell him is, I'm there. And if you ever need guidance from me about when you grow up, how you need to treat the women in your life, whether it's your mother, whether it's your wife, whether it's your child, whether it's your daughter, come to me. I'll guide
I
you.
teach
I'll
you.
hold your hand, but don't do what you did to the women in your
Anyone
life.
of this. Lovely, wonderful, lovely,
He
lovely,
was a
lovely.
wonderful grandfather. He's been a wonderful grandfather to my daughter. I have to acknowledge that. But the kind of
Everyone else,
scarring that happened to my mother, to me, it's horrible.
I
It
understand.
set an
I'm
entire
so glad you could tell this to him, and you'll feel the sense of relief where now you are not yet receiving it, but you are powerful enough to give guidance if needed. And this is going to change how men in your life behave with you. Let's
when
see.
I was born, the first word that came out of his mouth was, he called me problema. And it has set the entire pace of my life. He wanted a son. and I've always felt that resentment.
पूरे 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 ही मेस्कुलाइन से
जिंदगी का
आपने
उन्होंने,
पूरे ही
हाँ मतलब,
मेस्कुलाइन से झगड़ा ले लिया आपने. ठीक है. चलो, आई एम ग्लैड दिस वर्क फॉर यू एंड लेट अस सी व्हाट हैपेंस नेक्स्ट. ठीक है.
thank you so much. I also wrote a letter to my ex-husband, and I'm feeling very light now. Thank you.
लवली, वंडरफुल. तो सर कोई लाइट होगा, कोई डार्क होगा, कोई डार्क मीनिंग हैवी होगा, किसी को बॉडी एक्स होगा, क्योंकि रोक के रखना है लोगों को. अभी भी डर है कि ये निकला बाहर तो कुछ तहस नहस हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ऐसा मत
नहीं
करना,
बाबा, ये
छोड़ देना,
निकलना चाहिए, इससे बहुत
निकलना
तकलीफ
चाहिए.
होती है.
यस, ये बहुत आपको
मुझे ही
प्रॉब्लम
नहीं है,
क्रिएट
मुझे
करता है.
ऐसा देख के मेरी बच्ची को भी तकलीफ होगी. आई डोंट वांट टू सेट अ प्रेसिडेंट इन हर लाइफ.
यस, लवली,
आई
वंडरफुल.
वांट हर टू बी हैप्पी.
एंड मुझे एक चीज यहाँ पे ऐड करनी है. काफी सारे महान लोगों को कभी ये लगता है हम ये क्या कर रहे हैं, हम हीलिंग कब करेंगे. भाई ये क्या है, हम वही कर रहे हैं. तो not that all of you are thinking like that, but people put that kind of question in group and I'm like, oh my God, please help them see that we are doing the healings, they are getting healed. So if you see any such comment, please, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा होगा तभी तो मुझे क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं. तो आप लोग उनको बताना कि भाई हम हीलिंग तो कर रहे हैं, आप भी कर लो थोड़ी, है ना. थोड़ा बोलना उनको. ठीक है. थैंक यू सो
Thank you
मच.
very much.
यस सुषमा जी, अभी ये बंद करना है कॉल की, आज चालू ही रखते हैं पूरी रात, है ना ऐसे ही. या टेल मी.
Hello, ma'am. I just wanted to share. I didn't had a good relationship with my father when I was born. I always felt unwanted. Over a period of time, as I was grown up, my marriage was delayed. We had a strained relationship. Later on, I moved ahead in my career, and he told me he's very proud of me. I moved out of India, and I was
Were you
settling
able
there.
to talk to him today in your whatever, were you able to? Did you see him? No, you didn't see. ठीक है. नहीं किया आपने, अभी लेटर लिखोगे?
What should I write to him?
Whatever
Later
you're
on,
telling me, whatever you're telling me, लिखो उसमें कि पापा आपके साथ मेरा रिलेशन बहुत अच्छा था. And later you were so proud of me. I didn't have very good relationship with you when I was a young girl. यही सब लिखना है, darling.
when he died, madam, I was there with him in the hospital for 10 days. He told me, you are my trusted daughter. I can share everything with you. But now I can't listen to music. I can't enjoy good things because I feel he should have been there to be with me to enjoy all this.
Yes, but is your father enjoying when he looks at you like this? When he sees that you are suffering like this? तो you want him to be happy कि नहीं, अभी भी दुखी रखना है उनको?
I had let him go. He died just.
You
I
have
got
let him
married
go.
at the age of 45 and he died just before my marriage.
You have let him go, but you're not let go of the guilt you may be feeling or the emptiness that you may be feeling because of him. उसको address करिए सुषमा जी. नहीं तो वो जहाँ पे है, वो भी दुखी होंगे. How many of you believe this and understand this कि जिसको याद करके आप रोते रहते हो वो भी सुखी नहीं हो पाता, है ना. ठीक है. All right. So please.
Should I write a letter to him that I?
Please.
Or
जो
should I
फील हो
tell
रहा
him,
है,
leave
जो
me?
फील हो रहा है, आई मिस यू सो मच, आई कांट एंजॉय माई लाइफ, एंड लास्ट में ये लिखो कि आई सेट यू फ्री, आई सेट माई सेल्फ फ्री. दैट्स व्हाट योर फादर वांट्स फॉर यू. ठीक है.
Thank you, ma'am.
नो प्रॉब्लम. यस हिमानी. ओके, लास्ट शेयरिंग. हाँ प्लीज, अभी लोग
Hello.
बोल रहे बस. यस, हाय हिमानी.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you
हाय.
so much, ma'am. Actually, you have given me opportunity to pen down the emotions which I am holding since 2012 when I lost my father. I was in a guilt of not being there during his last time. I am a beloved child of my father. I am having a one brother and one sister, and he loves me the most. And I was not there during his last time. Actually, I had that guilt. And my father take last breath holding my hand. So it was a guilt which I have never panned down, and even I have not mourned on his death. I have not cried enough on his death. And I am holding these emotions since 2012. I never share these emotions with anyone. That what I know, the vacuum has been created in my life cannot be explained.
I understand. But it will end now, don't worry. You address that emotions, that vacuum will go away. That's the word. The vacuum that you all feel will go away, okay?
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
for sharing.
ma'am. Thank you.
Chalo. Promise last one, Shreya.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes. How old
So,
are you, Shreya?
I'm 21. Yeah. So, actually, around 1.5 years back, my Nana ji passed away. And it was actually a very shocking thing for me because I I love both sets of my grandparents a lot, my dada, dadi, nana, nani, both of them. But I think I've taken them for granted all my life because they have always been very loving. They have always done everything for me. And like regarding my Nanaji, he would always message me, he would always call me, he would always even like expect कि
Did
मैं
you
कॉल
write a letter
करूँ.
to him?
Yes, I did. I burnt it also.
And did you
And
were you able to express how you miss him and what you miss about him and all?
yeah, I did. And it makes me feel a lot lighter right now. And it's just that every day I am very busy with my college and everything. So, I'm not able to think of even that. I kind of avoid thinking about the whole situation. But today I revisited the moment when, I was at his funeral and I saw my nanny crying, I saw my mom crying, I myself was crying, and that just, literally it it just got something out of me. That's how I felt. Like some kind of a thing जो ऐसे दबा हुआ था ना, it
हाँ,
just
वो निकल
came
गया.
out. हाँ.
Wonderful,
And I
wonderful,
feel
lovely, lovely.
much lighter now.
Right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for
Thank you
sharing.
so
Thank
much.
you so much. Love you, beta. Take care. My son is your age, and I feel so proud and I feel so touched more than proud, and I feel कि हाँ जन्म लिया ना बस हो गया. I'm able to help, even for 1% of anybody's pain to go away. तो बस व्यर्थ नहीं गया है ना. मैंने जन्म लिया वो कुछ काम आया. So thank you so much for
Thank you so much.
helping me to be able to contribute in some ways.
Thank you, mom. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you. Lovely. We will end this call today. मुझे बहुत सारी बातें तो करनी है आपसे, but we have to end today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. It is going to be amazing, amazing day. Lot more layers will open up tomorrow again, and we are going to work on it. Do not worry. Even if you are splitting in parts, we are going to make you come together and then only leave you. That's a promise I'm making. Good night, everyone. God bless you all. Love you. Bye. Bye.